Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Esports Underground OCE Relegations. My name is Xenox, and I apologize if anyone was waiting for the first 8 minutes or so. I actually forgot to turn on the music, but that's okay. We are in-game already. We've got 16 teams here for the Relegations to decide which teams are going to make it into the Invite Division, which of course will be starting back up soon. There's going to be a total of 8 games for tonight. And then 4 on Friday, I believe. Scoring is pretty much stock standard usual here at the OCE League. 7 points per kill. 200 for first place, 150 for second, etc. Format, pretty standard. It is all going to be on Erangel though. No Miramar, and the settings, of course, 1.5 AR. No costumes, no flare gun, and yes, no red zone. No one wants that bloody red zone. I mean, look, seriously, who wants this red zone? Really? Ask Neferhor if he wants red zone. I guarantee you he doesn't want the red zone. As we are just getting into the game now. Plane is taking off. And we've got a new overlay as well. A nice little timer. And round 1 out of 8 and all that. Looks fancy, looks nice. As the plane is going to start to make its way down the middle of Erangel. We've of course got 16 teams. Of those teams, Jam Gaming, Team Immunity, Veterans in Pajamas, I like that name, Outplayed Esports, Auxiliaries Gaming, Kingdom Gaming, which is a team that I saw do really well in the Awesome Play test a few weeks back, Taboo, Grim Gaming, Raging Knights, Rejects, Tyrants Esports, Fury Australia, Funky Monkeys, Aftermind, Sif Gaming, and Vanguard. Those are the 16 teams, and I will say pretty early on, apologies if I get some names wrong. Obviously, there is a lot, and I mean this, a lot of new players here because of the fact it's relegations, and I've never casted the open division before, which means there is a lot of names here that I don't actually recognize entirely. Over Rozhok at the moment, though, Kingdom Gaming and Funky Monkeys getting quite close. And oh my goodness, that new UI is huge. Wow. Bluehole, what are you doing? Why is that taking up half the screen? I mean, you can't even see externals. I just see these giant ass... Can I change that? Is there a way to change that? I don't think I can. Oh, boy. Okay, well, I can't change that. I'm terribly sorry, but blame Bluehole, not me. So, externals here for Team Immunity. I don't know why I clicked on him anyway, by the way. I was going over to Ricky Sanchez, my boy Ricky. And they're going to get this first circle, and holy shit. And I'm allowed to say holy shit because there's actually a guy's name in here whose name is holy shit. I like that. That circle, though. Boy, over to the east side of Erangel. It is a bit of a nasty circle. Nice for Vanguard here with Daxney, DJ Arnie, Tensai, who I believe is actually Yasukage. I think I got that right, but it's now Tensai because that's so much nicer for me. Taboo over here as well, and Yasnaya with Auxiliaries Gaming. And I do apologize if my throat does sound a little bit off tonight. I did have a pretty bad throat infection after Zimo for about a week or so, and I'm just recovering pretty much right now. It's been nasty. Over at Georgia Paul, Jam Gaming, which is a bit of a revamped Jam Gaming. Luke Ultra, Traz, I Love Spaghetti, and Bouncy Butt. So obviously Traz and Luke Ultra there coming in. Up in Severny, we've got Fury Australia, Jackie, Mind Game, Duffy, and Costenza. That is a pretty cool name. Down in Farm and a little bit west of Milta area, we've got Sif Gaming, Life BD, Cryptic, Hassan System, and all the way down the bottom, Military Island. There's holy shit! Yes! I told you I wasn't lying. Holy shit, YouTube! Wow. For Grim Gaming, I love this name, as Insight picks up the first kill onto Python AU. So for Vanguard, they're able to pick up that first kill. Obviously, Shaggles, Red, It's Merc down there, Military. And over in Novo, we've got team number 11, which is Tyrants Esports. For whatever reason, they've got an S on their Tyrant. But good on them. Woods picking up the that kill as well. So, yeah, very much first time playing around with this UI, by the way. Wow, it's huge. It is huge. Shepard's the one who's knocked down the VSS from Woods here for Kingdom Gaming, and he will confirm that kill onto the Funky Monkeys. Shepez. We've also got some cool little transition scenes here. Now, some shots onto Giselle, though. Woods taking a lot of damage through the bars. It's always you take the damage through the bars, but you can't dish it back out, can you, through the bars. Now, Kingdom Gaming. Let's see if this works. Let me see if this works. Hang on. This is going to be really cool. Bear with me. Oh, there it is. Look at that. How cool is that? Now, they were the 3rd place in Open Division, so these guys have been performing very well. Definitely a team that has stood out to me personally that I've seen so far. Woods, White Dog. Sharky is the name to watch out for as well. Definitely want to keep an eye on him. And then obviously got Twerker Fish, so has spotted Ricky Sanchez down here in Roshawk. Interesting, in double 2 teams here in Roshawk. Very interesting because at Zimmo, there were no teams that decided to go Roshawk in that tournament. So a bit of a change up here already. You can see it spread out. Now, of course, it is 16 teams, so the looting phase is going to be a bit slow. Although there is some action here with Woods and the boys from the Funky Monkeys. And might see if we can pop on over, find a different team, and get these overlays going. What do we got here? We've got Vanguard. I wish I had done these in order, because now I've got to scroll through them all and try and find them, and I can't do it. I can't find it. I don't even think I have it for these guys. Never mind. Bad idea. Don't have it for them. Well, do I have it for these guys, though? Veterans in Pajamas. We've got Player 4, Rabbit, Paulio, and Fury. And let's get up there. Look at this. Oh, isn't that so cool? I like their logo too. The VIP looks pretty nice. Well, Veterans in Pajamas. What? There's 2 R's. Either someone's wrong there. Either Blaken's given me a misspelled Veterans in Pajamas, or they've misspelled it themselves. As back over to Roshawk action, Sharky was able to get the knockdown onto Shunks and gets the kill as well. Lego House is loading in. It was actually kind of funny. There was a moment at Zimmo where this happened as well. I just thought, even at the biggest scale events, it still happens. Didn't happen often, and it was very rare, but it did happen. Ricky Sanchez now by himself here. Not the start that you'd like to see from the boys of the Funky Monkeys. And we'll get theirs up there as well before Ricky Sanchez might bite the dust. Of course, they were in Open Division, finishing roughly 10th place. Has spotted Sharky, but Ricky Sanchez up against it here. Well and truly. Giselle knocked down and nowhere near him. Finished off now by White Dog. So it's going to be a very early squad wipe for Kingdom Gaming. A team that's on the rise. For any of those invite teams that are possibly watching and aren't aware of these guys. Pretty good. They're pretty good. Every time I've seen them play, they've really popped off. Woods, though, is out in the open. A little bit risky. And Ricky Sanchez is the type of player who would be able to get that kill. Now he's going to come in as Red AU, and holy shit. Oh, nice frag grenade from White Dog. And Funky Monkeys, first team out of here. 15 teams already. That was pretty quick, all things considered. Usually with these 16-team competitions, you don't see a team wiped out in the first 7 minutes. It's pretty cool, though, having that little timer. We feel all fancy here at ASU League now. So, of course, it is day 1 of the relegations, though. So they're a team to definitely look out for. So have a bit of an update here on the circle. A lot of the teams still really making their way in. You can see Gem Gaming have just decided to make their way in as well. Taboo still in Yosnaya along with Auxiliaries Gaming, so they're pretty comfortable where they're at the moment. It looks like Team Immunity have just wanted to get a bit of distance. I Love Spaghetti. Was it a motorcycle? In the wheat fields, it always seems to happen, doesn't it? And it might have been knocked off, actually, because he's taking damage here, and he does die. I saw someone hit him, though, but they didn't get the kill. I'm really confused. I'm very confused right now. Okay. I could have sworn Rum Rage was looking at him, but... yeah. Just PUBG things. And it feels really laggy, but I'm not dropping any frames, but I just... something's changed with this new update. I don't know why. My apologies if there are any issues. I'm not dropping any frames, but yeah, it just seems a little bit laggy for some reason. I don't know. Don't know why. but possibly new update issues. Down the boats, down the bottom, making way out of Novo and military base as well with its Shaggles and Co. making their way across the bridge. All the way still in Gatka Fields is the Rejects, Calms, DK. They're going to start to make their way. Dabali and Edward down in Watertown. Also making their way in as well as it looks like Gem Gaming and Luke Ultra has been spotted by Contensa. And a bit of a return fire. That was pretty quick. Snap fire from Luke Ultra. Unfortunately, though, Mind Game was on the other side of him. Pincered and stuck in between. At least he was able to get one knockdown onto Costenza, but unfortunately, it's going to be quickly finished off. And for Jam Gaming, they're down to just two, Bouncy Butts and Traz. So the boys from Jam, well, didn't have a great invite division, some issues, and not the best start here either in the relegations. And if they're not careful, could be joining Funky Monkeys pretty soon. As we're about to reach the 10-minute mark for game number 1. Again, it is 4 games tonight. And then 4 games on the Friday, I believe. Outplayed Esports with Tathlamide, Dusty, Non-Reg, which I was actually in a matchmaking game with him the other day, and he popped off with about 10 plus kills. Why is this so laggy? Blue hole. Please. I do like the colours though, I must say. The colours are definitely a bit brighter. Makes it a lot more obvious where players are. But I feel like I'm watching almost like a... This is like 20 FPS for some reason. I don't know why. I haven't changed any settings since the update. Striker here from Team Immunity. Obviously a team that has got a lot of potential, and, you know, they didn't do so well in the invite division as well. 14th place, one below Jam Gaming. But they're a team that has potential. And probably a team that should be doing a little bit better as well. They've got some really talented players. Nutshot, Externals, BJ, Striker. My god, this UI is huge though. You can actually see the ammo now as well. I like that you can see the ammo. I've always wanted to see total ammo. We can finally see that. Just about 12 minutes. And the blue zone is going to reach the first circle now, the first play zone. And it's going to move again. Moves a little bit south, covering Mansion Lipovka Prison. Tiny bit of the Milter Cliffs as well, obviously Milter Power. As you got cream potato chips. Lacey coming up as well. In the middle, dead center is Traz and Bouncy Butts. Pretty much not dead center, but dead center of the last circle. Calm's having a bit of a fall down. So 55 alive. We started with 64. And of course, so far it was curtains for the Funky Monkeys. First team out of here. And obviously for Jam Gaming down to 2. And so they're the ones with a bit of pressure. No real shots coming out. There's a couple coming from Striker onto Insight, but very long distance. Everyone else is just moving and trying to get position in the circle at the moment, which is probably the right thing to do. A couple of teams still far out as Fury AU with the knockdown and a kill onto Glider Boys from Aftermind, and he has spotted the boys from Outplayed Esports as well. Shots onto Dusty, but not going to land any of those. That's from Rabbe. So 10 players dead so far. That kill came from Fury before. And Shangles apparently is that meant to be running over? Is that the new car blow up animation? I'm so confused by that because it just looks like a barrel that's on fire. That's what I'm seeing when I see that. Maybe I'm just autistic, but that's what it looks like. 10 seconds, though, until the blue zone is going to start to make its way in. Taboo has been spotted by the two members of Jam Gaming. Of course, they're not quite sure that it is just the two members, Pouncy Butts and Traz. And Gadgets is going to be able to bring it over that vehicle. Alongside the very long-range shots here, the Kingdom Gaming's Twerk Fish. Doing some doughies in the field, able to get away. Relatively unscathed, no real damage. Sharky's still quite a bit behind for Kingdom Gaming too, up north. And it's, the rest of the team has been spotted now by the rejects. But relatively slow action here in the Relegations. Everyone's just looking to get with that compound. It's pretty much the relatively older meta. A lot of the players and teams now starting to try and rotate a lot more. We're not seeing that really here. Everyone's just getting a compound, trying to play it safe. What is Prog Dog doing over here? Playing a little bit too cautious there, Prog Dog. Kind of after mine. Rum range with a knockdown into Traz, so that's quite unfortunate. But he will be able to get revived by Bouncy Butts. I was literally just here. Why does this unload and then have to reload back in? Blue hole, please. You see the split up there from Taboo. So they're going to start to push in on the remaining two members of Jam Gaming. As we have reached 15.5 minutes so far. I think on average the Zimmo games went for about 27 to 30 minutes. Sort of interesting to see how quickly these games do go. As Figo has gotten the crate in the ocean. I'm not going to click it because I don't want the water sound bug, but it is what it is. Rafi for Outplayed Esports. Decent position just on the outskirts of Lipovka with this hill and terrain on the tree. Circle moves again, and it does favour Outplayed Esports. Veterans in Pajamas as well, in a decent position with their compound. And Fury Australia, just near Mansion on the outside, and they've got that house locked up. Taking some shots onto Team Immunity. Biggie J and the Strikers, they push on by. Right, straight into Outplayed Esports as well. If Dusty wants to try and take some shots onto Biggie J, elects not to in that case. So 52 alive. So far, the mid-gamer is now taking some shots actually onto Biggie and Nutshot, who are going to just try and get themselves into a shack. And Non-Reg with a great frag grenade, able to take out Biggie J. Putting a lot of pressure now onto Nutshot. And rolling right up to them as Sif Gaming as well. They're just going to either go past or try and confirm the kill. No, they're just going to go straight past. System was knocked out as well by Rafi. So, Outplayed Esports doing quite well at the moment. Biggie J knocked out immediately again. There goes Nutshot. Team Immunity and all sorts of problems. That's some choose as he's coming to try and save System. And he's getting blown up there by the four members of Outplayed Esports. The Jeep's not going to be able to save you. Tires popped and started to roll. Take some damage down low. Knockdown Rafi doing work. And there's some fireworks as well with the Jeep blowing up. We'll start to confirm those kills. Well, it does take a shot from somewhere. He's not sure where he got hit from. I'm not sure exactly where he got hit from either. Might have been from VIP. It's quite a distance away. 2 painkillers, 1 energy drink. He's got 1 remaining first aid kit. You can see Lipovka has become a little bit concentrated with players. Clarence Esports and Kingdom Gaming. Kingdom Gaming got all 4, even though they had a little bit of issues before. There's the VIP and Rejects taking some shots at each other. Rum Rage with a knockdown onto Tensai. Bit of a long distance one as well. It's Shaggles getting a blow up kill on, well, the blow up knockdown or kill. I think it might be a straight kill. It was on Dusty 98. So the player lost now for Outplayed Esports. 3 kills in that good position. Now they've lost the player and they're taking shots under fire. Rafi's going to have to go in and use the first aid kit. That was pretty close. 47 alive. We've got another crate. It's already down. AWM 4x scope, military vest, and of course with the new update, there's always going to be that level 3 helmet. So, I mean, is it really worth even calling it out? Because it's not like, I mean, like pre-patch, that is a crate of absolute joy. I mean, literally level 3 setup, vest, helmet, backpack, with an AWM and a 4x. But obviously now you just get the level 3 helmet. Anyway, I don't think anyone's really in the vicinity. I mean, Auxiliary Gaming are pretty close by, and so is Raging Knights. As we do get that next circle, and that's awful. That is just... Insert swear words of how much I do not like this circle, because it's literally 50% water, and it's like the, what, 5th play zone, 4th play zone? Oh, come on. Oh, that's horrible. It's going to force a lot of teams out into the open or into the water. But now, of course, I guess this is going to be very interesting with the new update. In terms of the water, obviously, it's not quite the safe haven it used to be. As it's now 4 kills for Kingdom Gaming. They have spotted rejects who are going to go into the water. But again, we will, I guess, get a bit of an idea as to how this is going to work. You spend less time in the water. And it's the 4-second essential cooldown in terms of being able to regain air. So you can't just pop up for 1 second and then pop straight back down. So it has changed, obviously, for the better. I really don't know what that -1 is. If someone can explain in chat what that -1... I have no idea what that is. This is the first time I'm seeing this new UI in the spectating. And the -1 is weird. AC Baby with the double knockdown onto Striker and Externals. Or at least the double kill. My bad. Down to 14 teams. And I believe that is Team Immunity out of here. As DK is going to pretty much drown already. So there you go. Didn't last very long in the water. So, as I said, not the safe haven. Sharky spotting the rest of the members of Rejects. Driving on Blight, trying to get that spray in, but unfortunately unable to confirm the kills there. 39 alive remaining in total. Fury Australia taking the shots now to VIP. Rabbit really low. As White Dog was able to get the knockdown onto Edward. Australia Kents from Tyrants Esports getting a knockdown as well. Stenser. 20 Vanguard, but they're able to get away. Fury, you with the knockdown onto Duffy. So now Costenza has to turn around and help out. Tries to get the spray from the hip fire. Now tries to get, unfortunately, a little bit too late. Fury does get knocked down, though, by Jackie. But Jackie's the last one standing for Fury Australia. They've only picked up the 1 kill. I doubt he's going to be able to get Costenza. He was bleeding out quite rapidly. Has spotted Rabbit with quick knockdown. Nice reflex. Has he spotted Polio, though? I think he has, but he's taking a lot of damage. Shots through the Jeep. Spots him again. Didn't shoot. He's going to have to shoot back, though. Unfortunately, there's 2 of them, and it's player 4. And there goes Funky. I was going to say Funky Australia. Fury Australia down in 13th place. We've got 12 teams remaining, 34 alive. And luckily for VIP, they're able to get the revive onto Fury, and they'll be able to get the 5 onto Rabbit. Solo B with that kill onto Traz. Wipes out Bouncy Butts as well. And that's going to be the Raging Knights taking out Jam Gaming in 12th place. 11 teams remain. But you can see the difference already with the new meta. There's no one in the water besides like 1 member of Aftermind here in Valais. And that's literally it. Because it's just not what you saw it before when DK goes in the water. It died 2 seconds later. And the only reason why it's working out for him is because he's got the boat for cover. But it only works for so long because eventually you're going to have to come out. And once you come out into that beach line, you've got a firing squadron of Kingdom Gaming. Well, that will be staring them down. We do get the next circle, and it hard shifts over to the west. away from the water. That's actually, I just realized that's 2 hard shifts in a row. Back-to-back hard shifts. We only got 1 minute, of course, ESU settings. So that's going to make it very difficult now for Valice and PUBG from Aftermind. Because Kingdom Gaming don't necessarily have to move at all. And I would assume that they know their location and their position. Tyrants Esports close. They're going to have to move. Not yet. And neither will Outplayed Esports. AC Baby from Raging Knights. Taking some long range shots. Got the 3 times. I'm not a big fan of the 3 times myself, personally speaking. I just don't like the reticle. Spots DJ Arnie. And DJ's able to get through the smokes, but he did take some damage at Shaggles. You can see far distance background. Got knocked down by Polio. As Cream Potato Chips was able to get the knockdown onto DJ Arnie eventually, so he wasn't able to survive that much longer anyway. AC Baby. Firing through those smokes. A little bit of a look over here to Itzmerk, who just pretty much loses Itch Shaggles in front of his eyes from the frag grenade of Mr. Jaws. And then Itzmerk goes as well. I looked for 2 seconds to see what exploded, and I realized it was Itzmerk who got exploded. Double kill. Coming out there for Auxiliaries Gaming. As Mr. Jaws was able to pick up those 2 kills. Green PTC with the kill onto Rum Rage. Now, Bongsu's been left behind here and he's in trouble. He's been spotted. Double blow up. DJ Arnie wipes out Ace Gun and Mr. Jaws. And Bongsu's in all sorts of trouble here. Trying to wrap around, and Fury AU will wipe him out. We're down to 8 teams. We have gone 25.5 minutes so far. Have a little bit of a look at the list here. 3 alive for Vanguard, the pink team. Team number 3, VIP, has got all 4 alive. That's the Veterans in Pajamas. 3 left for Outplayed Esports. 4 still standing for Raging Knights, although Cream has just been knocked out. He is, oh my god, that's hideous. Ugh. Okay. Back. 2 standing for Sif Gaming and Life in Cryptic. 4 still standing for Tyrants Esports. 2 for Aftermind, and I assume they're still in the same location. No, they were able to manage to get away and wrap around. Exclusive. Fico, dead shot, straight out. All Tyrants Esports and Exclusive was able to get that knockdown onto Rafi. Rafi's been playing well. Circle moves again, not quite a hard shift, just moves a little bit more center and a little bit south. As Cryptic was able to finish off Valos and PUBG, so they weren't able to survive for too much longer from Aftermind, so they fall out in 8th place. 7 teams, 24 alive. So from this point onwards, it's 70, 80, 90, 100, etc. in terms of placing points until the top 3. Then it's 125, 150, and then 200. So a lot of points up for grabs here as Rabbi. The double knockdown. As Solo B will get the kill onto DJ Arnie as well. So that's going to wipe out Vanguard in 7th place. Good position at the moment, though, for the 3 remaining members of Outplayed Esports as well as VIP. On the west side of this circle, no one really north except except Kingdom Gaming, who've got a decent chance to rotate in from the north side. There's absolutely no one there. A lot of these teams are east, and Kingdom Gaming look like they're going to try and rotate south of their direction. I don't understand why they would try and do this. Down the bottom, still on the beach line, Raging Knights, as that play circle, or the play zone, or the blue zone, whatever you want to call it, it's coming in. And this is going to be a bit of a race for the next circle, except for pretty much 3 teams. VIP, Outplayed Esports, and the Raging Knights, although Raging Knights have just dropped a member in Cream. As Rabbo was getting that knockdown. Pushing up now, Twerkerfish and Co. for Kingdom Gaming. They picked up 7 kills. They spot exclusive as well. Twerkerfish, really the arm punch hurting him there. Wasn't able to really get a lot of damage, but his teammates were able to get that knockdown into exclusive. Woods taking damage, Kingdom Gaming. Gotta be careful here, because that blue zone's pushing in. Knockdown into Sharky. White Dog also knocked down. That's from Borleo and Straya. Woods though with a spot onto Deadshot. He spots exclusive as well. Gets the knockdown onto Deadshot. No! Australia is able to finish him off. So Kingdom Gaming out in 6th place. Paulio will get the knockdown onto Australia. That just leaves Fico. Last one standing for Torrance Esports. You can see the circle there. Really great position here for VIP. Number 3, Fury, Paulio, Rabbit, and player 4. Down the bottom, still quite bunched up. The Raging Knights is exclusive ties to the zone. Fico trying to snake up the hill, and he gets cock blocked. And now he's just going to get finished off by Life BD. Right from behind. He'll get the double kill. Well, no. I think he just got the one, and then he drops... What is that? It's hilarious. He's done the splits. Oh, the ragdoll physics. 30 minutes. Almost 30 minutes. Oh, 8 kills here for VIP. It looks like the UI is bugged out here. I don't know why it says everyone's dead, but as you can see, Fury's definitely not dead. Paulio spotting Woisi. He's got Cream as well in his sights. The rest of Raging Knights, they know exactly where they are. They've been able to spot them the entire time, but no one's rotating in this game, which I just find amazing. Like, Fury's the only one that sort of moved his position around because he knows where Outplayed Esports is. And you can see Rafi now starting to rotate around. This is better. Now he might be able to spot Fury here, and if he can, that's going to open things up for Outplayed Esports. If he can spot him in the grass. But now he's just shot. He gets knocked down. Headshot by Rapair. So quick. Oh, boy. The right idea from Rafi, but he unfortunately is not able to complete it. Deathlamide, watch out. Don't stand still, Fury. Headshot. 3 teams remaining. And non-reg, the last one, he has spotted Fury, though. Goes to the spray, and he's able to land most of the shots on about 1 health left. Literally, probably 1 health. I mean... You're kidding me. Finally gets that knockdown onto Fury. And should be able to get this revive. So 9 alive, 3 teams. Outplayed Esports, number 4. Number 9, Raging Knights. And number 3, VIP, which Argonal is Fury. Still 3 standing for these 2 teams. Fury finally finished off. Solo B spotting Rabbit. But again, look at that absolute recoil and the 3x. It just doesn't look right for me personally. I mean, that's just me. I'm not a pro player. But it just looks so hard to use compared to the other reticles. Circle not really favouring anyone in particular, as Raging Knights got the vehicle cover here at the moment. Smokes have been coming out. Headshot, Deathlord. That's a huge headshot onto Solo B. Takes some attempt. And another one! Oh my goodness! Double headshot! Is that Gatchoon from 4 AM? Oh, he gets knocked down though by Paulio. That just leaves non-reg. Oh. So quick with that double one. Nice quick spray onto Rabbit as well from non-reg. Needs to try and get the knockdown onto him though. Then be able to turn his attention over to Paulio. Kind of low on ammo as well. Doesn't want to pretty much full spray this. Plenty of stims and time. And the circle does move a little bit more south again. Trying to rotate, use this rock for cover. Works out well. Spots Rabbit, but unfortunately is able to get behind the tree just in time. They're going to duke it out. And non-reg is able to come out on top in that situation. Raging Knights putting pressure, of course, onto the remaining members of VIP here and player 4 and Paulio. But they want to deal with the single player. And they know he's going to have to move from that rock in 20 seconds time. As we're reaching the 33-minute mark. A bit of a slow finish. There's not much Non's going to be able to do here. Oh, that was a quick flick onto Wasey. One-shot flick. You're going to have to get that revive now onto him. But Raging Knight's probably the best position. Paulio with a knockdown at Solo B. And as I say that, they're in all sorts of trouble here. Non-Reg's pushing up. He's able to get a knockdown onto Paulio before succumbing to the play zone. At least doesn't give away the 7 points. And we're down to the final 2 teams. And of course, with that blue zone pushing in, you can see Cream starting to push up now. Here comes the Potato Chip Man himself. Quick headshot onto player 4. And the Raging Knights take out
We haven't been properly introduced. My name's John. How do you like to be called Jigsaw? No. It was the police and the press who coined the nickname Jigsaw. I want to play a game. His salvation is out of your hands.
such a hot temptation. You just walk right in and take me away. You got the kind of lips that touch me. I love really fine. And all I wanna say is thank you, baby, 'cause you're right on time. It's such a good vibration. No sensation.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Esports Underground OCE Relegations. My name is Xenox. Apologies for my voice again. We're heading into round number 2, and you can see on the scoreboard with the very lovely updated kills and points sitting in first place, Raging Knights. I mean, look how quick that was to calculate. That was one guy, and it took Zemo like half an hour to calculate everything. Like, whatever. Rant over. Down in last 2 positions, though, Team Immunity and Funky Monkeys got some catching up to do, both on literally no points. Rejects in 14th, Gem Gaming in 13th. Of course, they had an awful start as well. Veterans in Pajamas outplayed Esports, Kingdom Gaming, Sif Gaming, Tyrants Esports. That top 6, all with over 100 points to kick things off. Again, a reminder that it's 4 rounds tonight. 8 in total. And I should be good to start the game, which is what I'm currently doing. Pressing the start button, and it just sits there for about 10 seconds because PUBG. Quick reminder, of course, with the scoring and the format and the settings. It's all standard. It's all the same. No differences there. So, I don't know. I'm trying to conserve my voice right now because it is still a little bit strained. I guess I could probably say standout teams that sort of caught my eye. Definitely outplayed Esports, caught my eye. Finishing in 3rd place there with 5 kills. Obviously, Raging Knights and Veterans in Pajamas are the teams that finish 1st and 2nd, always going to catch your eyes. Kingdom Gaming continue to impress. Every time I've seen them in, an open division environment, they've sort of been better than everyone else. A team that I would find fascinating to see how they would go against some of those invite division teams and how they would perform. Tyrants Esports as well sort of caught my eye a little bit. Teams that probably underperformed that I thought maybe would do a little bit better. Taboo, Jam Gaming, Team Immunity, Funky Monkeys as well. Like a couple of those teams I would say that I labeled slightly disappointing. Slightly. I just realized I didn't fix this timer. Oh no, it's still going. No! What happened to it? Timer! Oh god, it's broken. It's broken. What happened to the timer? No! Oh, there we go. I got it. Okay. That would have looked awkward. We would have just had like 2 hours and would have looked really bad, but we fixed it. Heading into the game now. Oh boy, that's a nice plane path. Nice and straight down below Melter Power, and it'll go all the way across Quarry and onwards. So anything probably north of Roshawk, unreachable, unless you want to drop down early and find a vehicle. So Severny, probably even Yaznaya. Like you can long shoot to Yaz from here, but it's not worth it. You'd be better off going down and finding a vehicle. You can see the teams all getting out pretty early, actually, along the east side of the map. A couple are going to split down, go to Novo and military base, of course. And obviously for a couple of these teams, and though especially the invite teams that have come down here, they're not going to quite know exactly where everyone exactly drops. There's holy shit. Oh, you can actually click on people as they're parachuting now. You did not used to be able to do that, by the way. Now you can actually do it. Holy shit here for Grim Gaming. I just love it. I really hope this guy becomes a pro player, like legit on, like goes to the, you know, the $2 million tournament and the casters call out his name. There's Grim Gaming here though. Let's get up there, little, look at that. How cool is that? 5th place in the open division. So a team that should be performing well. I just forgot I turned off studio mode, so whoops. So a little bit of a look at this situation here, of course, with the circle where, as I forgot to turn on the timer. Damn it, Xenox! I was too busy playing around trying to turn it off, I forgot to turn it back on! Oh well. Tyrant Esports, back down over to Novo, and that's... What the hell?! I mean, these circles right now are just ridiculous. That is literally... Probably... Would it be fair to say it's more than 50% water? Maybe not, because Sosnovka Island has got a little bit there to the right side of it. But then you kind of include the stream going under the bridge as well. It's probably about 50% ocean on the first circle. And then you think about the location of it as well, which is obviously Gatka Fields, Quarry, you know, the beach of Ferry Pier and Primorsk. Like, there's not a lot of cover here. Some early shots coming out from Mind Game as he has spotted the crew from Aftermind, but they're able to get away without being challenged. 167.62 already. How do you get that in like a minute? That's nuts. Really, in a minute, you have 162 ammo. You just stumbled upon AK Heaven or something. Mind Game. I don't find that. I mean, I'd be lucky to find an AR in a minute, but I guess this is 1.5 times, of course. Of course, this is Fury Australia. I'll see if they've got a nice little thing. They do have a nice little thing. I don't even know, what do you call this? 9th place in the open division. Like a little pop-up. My game, Jackie, Costanza, and Duffy, of course. I think Duffy's the one with the really weird Venom-looking avatar in Discord. Like, it literally looks like some weird, skinny, screwed-up Venom. But then when you click on it, it's actually like the paint version of the Fury logo. But every time I look at it and he types, it just looks like retarded Venom. Over in Melter Power, we got Taboo. George Paul, really South George Paul, Jam Gaming are going to try again. After they, of course, they had the best start in the last game. Neither did Team Immunity. In Rozhok, they're by themselves now. They've even got Striker in school. Able to send him by himself. VIP, 2 members in Watertown. In Pachinki by themselves, it is going to be the Rejects. They are just called Rejects, but I just say the Rejects because I think it's better. They're the Rejects. Now it's Naya with Auxiliaries Gaming. Also Lipovka. Long way to go for Vanguard and Insight and Dax. And Prison, DJ Arnie and Tensai. Yasukage! Not anymore though. Going for a bit of a run. I think he's going over to the blue shelter of death. Death shelter. Possibly. Is he? He is, yeah. A little bit more scary in solo matchmaking than it is in competitive, personally speaking. But it's still the blue shelter of death. Great, in the middle of the ocean. Lovely. Not even going to look at it. There's Jackie. Spotting veterans in pajamas. Driving on by. It's Shaggles. Coming over the bridge already for Grim Gaming. Looking to find a compound possibly early on. Obviously a lot are going to be moving in early, knowing that there's not going to be too many compounds to try and get. And for Funky Monkeys, it's Ricky Sanchez. Let's get up the little slideshow. There it is. 10th place in the Open Division, Funky Monkeys. With their awesome logo. It's one of my favorite organization logos in Australia. Not going to lie. No bias. I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Not currently, though, rushing on over Vanguard and Auxiliaries Gaming, which is 16 and 5, respectively. Sif Gaming, we've got 30 seconds now, of course, until that blue zone is going to start to make its way in. Having a look at Cryptic. You should be careful with this motorcycle. Very slow start this game. After last game, there was a couple of kills early on and a couple of accidents. It has definitely slowed down here in round number 2. James Gaming making their way down the west coast. As Ricky Sanchez taking some shots here onto rejects. Oh look, there's buildings. I mean, he's basically playing Fortnite, right? He just built this. He was standing out in the open and then built it. Nah, it's not funny. Shut up, Xenox. Still 64 live. We've gone about 6.5 minutes because I think I started at the timer about a minute. Yeah, I think I started the timer about a minute later than I should have because I was too busy talking and doing other things. That's okay. So probably coming up roughly more around 7 minutes now instead of 6. A pretty slow start. Such is, though, of course, with 16 teams, it is naturally going to be slower than if it's 20 teams. And on top of that, when you've got a circle like this, everyone's just so concerned with trying to find whatever cover there is available. I mean, Gatka Fields does provide cover, but it's not really the best sort of cover. Interesting to see no one here at those compounds. Probably a decent spot for now. Should be able to stay in the next zone as well, unless it absolutely hard shifts over to Primo. I don't think that will be the case. I'm pretty certain this compound will stay in. Probably a good compound to get if you're Grim Gaming. Of course, though, it's the type of compound you'd think that would be taken by now. But it hasn't been looted at all, so I guess anyone that does rock up here will figure it out pretty quickly that there's no one there, or has been there. Having a little bit of a look at Kingdom Gaming. I don't think I have a slideshow for Kingdom Gaming, which is a bit unfortunate. It's disappointing. I just need to check if I actually downloaded all of the right videos. Pretty certain I did. And there's really nothing happening at the moment anyway. I mean, this is just probably the slowest start to a game I've seen ever. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm missing 2 teams with the little slideshows, and I think, yeah, one of them's Kingdom Gaming, and there's one other. I'm actually missing 3 teams. I apologize, 3. Yeah, missing 3 teams. All right. Oh, we got a knockdown. Something's happening. Let's zoom in on Mind Game. As he has now got Dabali in his sights. There's a knockdown onto DK. Right, shot back onto Mind Game. He's going to force him back a little bit. And then Duffy with the knockdown onto Dabali. So all going wrong for rejects now. As Rabbit gets a knockdown onto Nutshot. Calms is in the thick of it here. He's trying to bandage himself up. Doesn't have any first aid kits and only the one energy drink. No grenade out. So, Nutshot first player to die. Team Immunity down to 3 members. Costanza. We'll confirm the kill onto Debali. They were able to at least get DK back up. Edwards also up for rejects. Costanza, though, is going to just push back a little bit. Cryptic. That's not a good thing to do. Grab it with another knockdown, this time onto Dax. Now DK spotting Duffy. Edward just confirming with a bit of a one tap as well, but Duffy is going to be eliminated here. Jackie's been spotted as well, knocked down by Calms. Return fire comes from Mind Game, who's able to at least confirm that knockdown onto Calms. Get a bit of a revenge. Force it back onto rejects to respond now, and they've only got 2 left. As Calms will get knocked down, and he then got finished off. DK with a finishing kill onto Duffy, getting pushed up now by Mind Game, as well as Costanza. It feels like this UI is so not ready. Like it's like in beta. Like people are apparently getting knocked down, but they're already dead. It's very confusing. One minute and a half until the blue zone will move in. There's the circle, and I was wrong actually. That compound didn't manage to stay in, so I'll take that one back. It wasn't even a hard shift either. It was a bit of a very, very minor shift to the left rather than dead center. Still a lot of the ocean in play just south of Primorsk and Ferry Pier. Pushing up pretty close over here though. We got some action. Sif Gaming and Team Immunity, which of course has only got the 3 members. Let's see if we can catch anything. Oh, on the roof it's Cryptic and Choose. How did they even get up there? How? What? Okay. Well, they know something that I personally don't. Unless they somehow got a motorcycle. Yeah, motorcycle. Okay. I was right. But obviously, Team Immunity are aware of this. External's trying to see if he can get a vantage point. So next level plays coming out from Sif Gaming. He's going to have to go back though and get the revive on a striker now because they've already lost Nutshot. They don't want to lose any more. Pooj has been knocked out. Nice. Unfortunately though, he gets cancelled out from that shot. And he was about to take by Wasey. And he's going to get finished off. Almost finished off. Progdog is able to get the revive. Smoke grenade comes out as well. And 55 alive. We've had 9 deaths so far in total. Let's move around the battle. Let's see if there's anything else popping off there. Some shots here onto Costanza. Oh, it takes a big one. Big shot. Just trying to bandage up. No first aid kits. Only the 1 energy drink. System with a knockdown onto Mr. Jaws. And it will confirm that kill as well. Kind of expecting the slow sort of game. You can just sort of see how spread out everyone is at the moment. No one's necessarily close to each other except for the Team Immunity and Sif Gaming battle that's still kind of commencing. There's Choose and Cryptic have both decided to jump off at the wrong time. Externals was viewing them, but he's unable to really make them pay there. Obviously, with the blue zone moving in, they're going to have to get moving. Xendel's electing to heal up. Does have 2 med kits in total. Vehicles elected for Sif Gaming, and vehicles also elected for Team Immunity. Biggie J with the beep says get in the car. Let's go. There's Prog Dog. Takes out Rabbit. Rabbit. It's almost like Rabbit. Ace Gun though. Spotting system gets that knocked down. Life BD's just in front. Frag grenade, and why not blow up the vehicle as well? So first kill here for Auxiliaries Gaming. We'll get their little slideshow up. There it is. Yep. That was second in the open division. So a team definitely to look out for. And we'll get the new circle, and again, another sort of soft shift. So no hard shifts so far this game. Prog Dog getting knocked down by Fury. And it just seems like VIP are popping off again here. They've got 4 kills. As they will finish off Prog Dog from Aftermind. No teams have been eliminated yet, mind you. I think we might have a couple of duo. I don't think there's any single players left. Well, not left, but in. So 14 deaths. As looks like Glider Boys is about to meet his doom, and he does. Player 4 will get that one in. There goes Aftermind. First team out. Just as I was mentioning it. And a 5th kill now for Veterans in Pajamas. Really performing well. Backing up their solid first round. And again, you can kind of see the lack of buildings, really, and compounds. And then any that are in this circle are pretty spread out. 30 seconds for that blue zone, by the way. Quarry might become a bit of a battlefield, potentially. A little bit of look. No, that's lying. There's no engagement there. Spotted to Sharky. Unity able to land at least one shot. Sharky was able to get knocked down onto Gadgets though, and all while Muti's missing everything. It's just whiff after whiff from Taboo. See if Rum Rage can land any of these shots. He has to get the revive on a Gadgets though. And it looks like Kingdom Gaming are going to just possibly vacate the area or not. And again, you can see the spread, although there is a push here from Grim Gaming. Pushing up onto Tyrant Esports in Ferry Pier. Just south of them. Did have a motorbike, so definitely Tyrant Esports are aware they're getting pushed up upon. And there's a crane on the outside pretty much for the winner as well. Battle here, Traz with a knockdown onto Tensi. Vanguard. Don't really have the high ground position at the moment. DJ Arnie's going to be spotted out as well. They gets the knockdown of Twilight Spaghetti. Traz, you got to spot him and finish him off. He runs out of ammo, but luckily Bouncy Butts doesn't. And he gets the kill. DJ Arnie, the spray into the grass. How do you not kill him from there, Traz? Oh my goodness, finally knocks him down. DJ Arnie's got about 9 lives. And Traz probably killed about 8 of them. And he's out down to 60 ammo as well because of that spray. Unfortunate. And that just leaves Insight now for Vanguard, the last one standing. Making his way in. Have a little bit of a quick look at the crate. I said look at the crate. It's not looking... Oh, whatever. I just... God damn it. Ah, it's a sigh. That's a fat sigh. Of course, standard level 3s, backpack, helmet, military vest, the stock standard nowadays, and the ghillie suit with an M249. I will say it's a little bit less exciting because you know what's going to be in a crate now. Does anyone in the chat agree with me that it's probably a little bit less exciting now? I mean, you're going to get fully kitted out level 3 and a weapon. That's it. Whereas it used to be you might get a really good weapon, some level 3 gear, maybe an adrenaline syringe, and maybe it's just like this fully loaded out crate and you got super lucky. Now you just know it's going to be fully loaded out, and the only thing you don't know is the weapon. I also hate these. Really hate these. Anyway, enough about that. Off topic. Externals and Biggie J. Last 2 alive for Team Immunity. Again, struggling here in round 2. 45 alive. And the play area will be restricted in 1 minute. We've gone just about 20 minutes now. Oh, wow. This actually tells you if it's been looted or not. That's actually pretty cool. I like that change. You can see with the new UI, the one next to Insight has been looted. And the one over next to Tyrants Esports has not been looted because it's got the little white straps. I like that indeed. Blue Hole. They take one step forward and 2 steps back a lot of the times. Though, that's the only problem. At least it's a decent first step forward. And this giant arse UI needs to be the next step forward. Reduce it, shrink it down. At least let us be able to adjust it. It's huge. Almost as huge as Woods' balls is about to run straight into the Funky Monkeys. He doesn't even realize it. And now he's getting lit up, but he has a rock. That was from Shunk. Shepes, though, popping himself over the bridge. He's got to be careful. I said bridge, but I meant ledge, hill, whatever it's called. White Dog with a knockdown onto Shunk. Shepes being sprayed, but he's able to get the return fire. Now knocked back down, though, as Sharky's going to move up. Kingdom Gaming are not a team you want to take lightly. They do frag out. And it's shot onto Giselle, just like that from Sharky. One tap headshot. Giselle was low, though, and that just leaves Ricky Sanchez, the last one standing for the Funky Monkeys. Unfortunately, struggling right now. And Ricky Sanchez will die right dollars away. Kingdom Gaming will confirm that. They've got 4 kills. And again, backing up their round 1 performance. I wasn't joking when I said these guys can play. Bongsao now spotting Jam Gaming. Bouncy butts knocked down. It's all going so horribly wrong for Jam Gaming. And they just might be the invite team that might drop down to the open division and drop out of the invite spot. Unless they change things up. They've got 2 kills. Lala Spaghetti, Luke Ultra, still alive. Sharky was knocked down, by the way, from Costenza. In a good position right now, Fury Australia here, as Kingdom Gaming are coming down the hill. Spotted Twerker Fish. Was able to land one in his behind and land another one into the behind of White Dog as well. Through the bars. Always a valiant effort if you can land some shots through those bars. Credit to you, Tensa. Woods is just going to continue rotating on. And unfortunately, he might be rotating on into rejects. White Dog's, you know, kind of sticking around a little bit here because Twerkfish is pushed up. Sharky will die. So just the 3 left now for Kingdom Gaming. 12 teams, 33 alive. So there's quite a few, you know, duos. There's not a lot of 4-man squads actually left. Everyone's a little bit wounded here as the blue zone will reach the circle. And there's the first hard shift, really. And it's a minimal hard shift, really. But it's perfect for Outplayed Esports. That's how you outplay teams. Get lucky. Get fed by the zone. White Dog with a knockdown onto my game. Just as I left, I swear to God, it. Pushing up now. That just leaves Cozzy. Come on, Costenza. What can you do here in this situation? Getting pushed upon now. They're going to finish off my game. He's not backing away, though, through the bars. He's able to get the knockdown. It's a Twerkerfish. White Dog still there, though. Have you got any nades? Are you going to push in or are you going to try and shoot White Dog through the bars? He's happy to take the challenge. Gets him so low. Headshot. But he's able to stay alive at the moment. White Dog's in all sorts of trouble. Costenza's doing a great job right now for Fury Australia. White Dog able to heal back up with the first aid kit. Not sure why Costenza didn't push in. Maybe didn't realize he was able to get that much damage done to White Dog. But that blue zone's moving. You can see it. A lot of teams are going to have to get moving. And it looks like the revive onto Twerkerfish. No, White Dog's going to give up on that. He definitely has to now. And great position here from Costenza. Really good movement. Good hold on the position. Just has to land the shots. At least gets him low enough. And that circle should be able to finish him off anyway. Sorry, the blue zone should. Although White Dog's able to just get back up. Right into the building. And now Costenza, though, has been spotted. Has to get... Oh, big hit. Oh, big shots. And he's just got open fields in front of him. I think this is going to be the end of Costenza here. Great effort We're going to leave him because he's definitely going to die very shortly. White Dog utilizing all of his remaining utilities. 10 teams. He's just trying to hold him onto the fence for as long as he can, knowing it's out in the open, essentially. How long can you last? It doesn't last very long, neither did Costanza, and that's really what the circle can do, unfortunately. And we're down to 8 teams just like that, as Bong Sao also gets finished off by the play zone. Not finished off, but knocked down because of it. Python, very low here as well for Auxiliaries Gaming, and DK Game. Knocked down by Gadgets. Rum Rage raging on Biden. Oh, he's just saw him run over Insight. I'm so glad I clicked on him at the right time. Insight wiped out. I guess you could say he didn't have the insight to, dodge that. Gadgets will finish off Edward. We're down to 6 teams here. You can kind of see the situation. Raging Knights with another good performance, and all 4 members still alive for them. But of course, Outplayed Esports, they've got the best position right now. Did they get the circle again? They do. Oh, that's juicy. Oh, they're loving that. It's Christmas come early for Outplayed Esports. Talk about getting a big feed. Although Deathlamide, unfortunately, knocked down by Munty. And he has to get converged upon by his teammates to revive it. That's going to be Raffy. And for Taboo, 6 kills so far. Again, apologies, I am still a little bit sick. But pushing through for you guys, because I love you all. Still, I'm just pushing through. 4th in the open division, so Taboo definitely backing up their open division performances here. 30 seconds for the Blue Zone to push in. Tyrants Esports, Fico, Australia, and Deadshot are all still alive. And he's spotted Ace Gun. Lands the shot. Has been spotted himself, though. And the smokes will come out. 6 teams, 18 alive. Everyone's got... Oh, never mind. Sorry, I was going to say everyone's got 3 players. And I see a player 4 here for VIP with the 1. They've got 6 kills as well. And there's 2 for Auxiliaries Gaming. Everyone else has got 3. Minty's been spotted. 4x on the AK. Just wants to bide in his time. Wait until he's dead still. But you got to take the shot when you get the chance. And right now's the chance. How much more still do you need him to be? Non-red gets knocked down. The pressure's on Outplayed Esports right now because everyone knows their position. Minty's been shot. Gadgets is standing still. Python, pick your poison. Do you just want them to AFK and then you'll shoot them? Or are you just really playing it safe right now and just watching everything unfold, which is also totally fine. And I'll stop ragging on you. I'm just joking. Okay, what are you doing? Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. Apologize. Don't give me epilepsy. Frag grenade onto Rum Rage from Deadshot. We'll blow him out. And some shots spotted onto Fico, of course. He has been spotted for quite a while now, and he's been stuck at the shack. As Deadshot will finish off Rum Rage, and he gets the knockdown onto Skylops as well. So the 2 that moved up for Taboo, caught out, blown up, and pretty much eviscerated. And our Gadgets is getting pretty much bullied. And so is Munty. They're in all sorts of troubles now, Taboo. As that Blue Zone is moving in, they do have the circle. Ace Gun will get the kill into player 4. So they do deal with player 4, which helps out Taboo. And just like that, Taboo are out of here. Fico will die to the blue zone as well. Down to 4 teams. Outplayed Esports still holding strong. Raging Knights as well holding strong. And so is Ace Gun and Python. Circle again will feed Outplayed Esports. They're just outplaying everyone right now. I mean, the skill level to get fed by the zone is just immense. Outplaying everyone. Australia Kents. And again, this happened in the last game as well when there was only like 4 teams left. The UI just like bugs out. And it just like says that the whole team's dead. Like the kills are correct. But it bugs out. It's, yeah, work in progress from Blue Hole, everybody. Work in progress. 4 teams, 12 live. So we got 2 groups of 4 and then 2 groups of 2. And this position, which has been great so far for the Raging Knights, they are going to have to move from this defilade and move up towards the buildings and join the action, which is why they already sent cream potato chips or cream PTC. I like potato chips better, but obviously you can't fit that all in, can you? Australia and Deadshot. On one end, the duo, and on the other end, the duo of Python and Ace Gun. Rafi, Dusty, Non-Reg, and Deathlamide all split up, though, for Outplayed Esports, although Dyth is pretty close, and he has spotted two of the members of Raging Knights. Just feel like it might slow down a little bit. We've just gone 30 minutes in this game. And that's the circle. So the one compound that the circle could have finished on, I mean, I swear to God, what are the odds of that? Like, it would have been much cooler if it was on the beach, personally, for me. Like, this is just going to become a bit of a snooze fest now. At least it's not third person. Otherwise, we'd be here for about another 5 minutes because no one would move. I mean, we still might be here for another 5 minutes because no one will move, but at least it's less likely. Some shots come out. I like this position, though, for Ace Gun and Python. Frag grenade. Doesn't connect with anyone. The next circle, though, will dictate things immensely. And is it going to hard shift? Semi-hard shift, I guess you could say. So obviously, Rafi's going to have to move out. Ace Gun and Python are going to have to move up as well. Definitely all four of the Raging Knights are going to have to move into the position of Non-Rage and Deathlamite. They're already going to move in pretty early. Let's get onto them. Oh, AC Baby spotted Non-Rage already, though, and he takes so much damage. Both of them engage fire. As Grim PTC gets the knockdown. Onto Deathlamite. And I don't know why that switched over to the wrong person. Again, I don't know why. And unfortunately, I missed all of that because it just clicked on the wrong person. Solo B, able to confirm that kill. And that now splits it all up. A 3 versus 2 versus 2 versus 2 situation here. We got 7 seconds until that blue zone is going to get moving. Rafi and Dusty holding up high. Python is below them, but he's not coming upstairs. No one's going to be really coming upstairs here. And of course, they don't have to move either. And I believe this might be the final play zone, if I'm correct. I might be wrong. Don't hold me for that, but I think this might be the final play zone. So Kent's just holding on the outside here, which if it does, in fact, become the final play zone, it might work out well for him. He's got Deadshot in a great position as well. Australia, you got to get moving. Oof, big chunk. I don't understand why he doesn't just take the same position. He's almost about to knock himself down. Australia, just go to the same position as Deadshot. You got plenty of cover. Instead, he's just about killed himself. "32 and a half minutes gone by. This is definitely the last play zone. So now we play the waiting game. Frag grenade onto Deadshot and then Cream. Talk about combo move there through the bars. And look how much room he's got as well to find that shot. Lucky Australia wasn't listening to me because he would have died as well. That's why you don't listen to me. Obviously, they don't know the position of Australia. They are going to finish off Deadshot though with the frag grenade. Most likely shortly, or at least at some point, he'll either bleed out. And we all wait. I mean, I'm a big advocate for changing this part of the game, as Australia Kent survives all of 2 seconds. I just feel like, what does this serve in terms of a purpose? Because it doesn't give the players anything to do. There's no reason to move from your location at this point in the game. And obviously at this point in the game, there's only a couple of players or a couple of teams left, so you're holding on for good position as well. I feel like there should just be an extra circle after this, and it would be absolutely, you know, tiny. I mean, I would rather see that from a spectator point of view than this. This is just awful. I don't know how the players feel, but this is... I just hate this. I really do. And I think this is like one part of the game. And we saw it at Zimmo twice. If I remember correctly, twice. We saw it at Zimmo. Yeah. It's just not fun to watch. It's not fun probably for the players to just sit here because there's no reason for them to move. So why not sit there? Yeah. That's yeah. That's my thoughts on it. So Outplayed Esports and Kingdom Gaming are two of the teams I don't have fancy little graphics for. Do I have one for Raging Knights? I do have one for Raging Knights. I've probably already showed it, I think, at some point. There it is. 6th place. Actually, I don't know if I have showed it. There you go, Raging Knights. So they finished 6th place in Phase 1 of the Open Division. Boy. I mean, if this was Zimmo, obviously I'd be casting it and be like amping it up, but this is just, come on. 10 seconds now. And I don't blame the players. I don't want people to think I'm blaming the players here. I completely understand. It's the game and the way it's been set up. But this is smart, though, from Solo B. Spots Ace Khan, great flick. And he's able to wipe him out. Can he get Python as well with a bit of help from his teammates? He should be able to finish him off. Wasey, though, knocked down onto Rafi as Raging Knights taking the battle. And this is what you want to see to finish off a game. Raging Knights. That is what you get for being aggressive and taking out the final fight. Instead of just, you know, trying to sit in the blue zone and heal up or do any of that bullshit. Congratulations. 11 kills in total. You know, AC Baby with 0 kills, but everyone else... I'm sorry, AC. Great game, though. 2nd place, Outplayed Esports. They did have obviously the zone feeding them pretty much the entire time. Not going to lie. But they still played it well. Picked up 4 kills. And I believe that was Auxiliaries Gaming in 3rd place with 10 kills. Python and Ace Gun doing very well. And performing, getting that 3rd place finish. Another poor game, though, for Team Immunity and Jam Gaming. Maybe just teams you probably expect a little bit more from, personally speaking. But either way, we are going to go to a break. That was round number 2. We'll be back soon with round 3 of the night.
so far away from her father's daughter. She just wants a life for a baby. All on her own, no one will come. She's got to save him. She tells him, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you. She tells him your life ain't gonna be nothing like my life. You're gonna grow and have a good life. I'm gonna do what I got to do. So rock-a-bye, baby, rock-a-bye. I'm gonna rock you, rock-a-bye, baby, don't you cry. Somebody's got you, rock-a-bye, baby, rock-a-bye. I'm gonna rock you, rock-a-bye, baby, don't you cry. Rock-a-bye. Now she got a 6-year-old, trying to keep him warm, trying to keep out the cold. When he looks in her eyes, he don't know he is safe when she says, she tells him, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you.
Stay up there.
She
Stay
tells
up there.
him your life ain't gonna be nothing like my life. You're gonna grow and have a good life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ESU Esports Underground PUBG OCE Relegations. My name is Xenox, and as you can see, the scoreboard is up and updated with round 2's results. And the Raging Knights are currently raging in first place by about 200 points clear of Veterans in Pajamas, who are in second place at the moment, who are about 11 points clear of Outplayed Esports, who so far have been doing quite well. They did obviously have a pretty lucky circle in game number 2, but it is what it is. That's the nature of PUBG. And Tyrants Esports in 4th place. And in 5th place, Auxiliaries Gaming. They were able to pick up 10 kills in that last game as well as finishing 3rd. So definitely a lot of kills coming out so far from Raging Knights, Veterans in Pajamas, Auxiliaries Gaming, Tyrants Esports. And that's why, along with their decent placings, they're able to be in the top 5 at the moment. And then Kingdom Gaming in 6th, having a little bit of a slower game in round number 2. We'll see if they're able to bounce back. Definitely a team to look out for as we're loading in now. Let's see if I can get this timer to work correctly this time around. And I can. Technically, I'm supposed to start it once they're in the plane, and they are in the plane. Actually, I think I meant to technically start it when it hits that little white circle, but it is what it is. Very interesting flight path, Milton Power, all the way down to Primorsk. So again, cutting off a lot of the map, very similar to what we saw in the last round as well. I am just going to very, very quickly go back to the scoreboard and just touch on those bottom 4 teams, though. Funky Monkeys, Team Immunity, Grim Gaming, and Jam Gaming. They're the 4 teams that have really got a lot of work to do, as well as probably Aftermind in 12th position. So far, just all struggling to get kills and placing. So again, very similar drop locations. Tyrants Esports going to Novo. Grim Gaming down to Military Base over in Lipovka. And we've got the Funky Monkeys. They've got a lot of work to do. Ricky Sanchez and co. are in Primorsk. Though it is the team that has been performing very well and is currently in first place by about 200 points. The Raging Knights, they are a team that can very much cause a lot of separation. They only finished, in 6th place in Phase 1 of the Open Division. But boy, they're hot right now and at the right time. This is when you want to be winning these games. Early on. We've seen it. You saw it at Zimmer where Atletico were able to start very well. And then because of their start, they were able to hold on. Now, I'm anticipating a central circle here because we've had 2 circles on the left and the right side of the map so far in round 1 and 2 that were just ocean. And I feel like, you know, a bit of roulette. There we go. Nice and central. I was fully expecting that and we got it. And it looks like Unkarai is subbed in here for Rejects, making his debut here in the Relegations. As we just lost player 4, but I think someone must have disconnected from loading in because we should be having 64 players. And I didn't see a second death somewhere. I'll have a quick little look and see who's got only 3 players. Oh. Looks like it's Fury Australia. My Game Jackie and Costenza must have lost someone in the loading process, unfortunately. If they get an early knockdown into Shunks, that would be at least a bit of a make-up for that. An early kill would be nice. Although, no scope for that SKS for My Game. It's going to make a default. Lands a shot, though, into Shunks. He definitely wants to try and get to that motorcycle without being too straightforward. And of course, it's always dangerous once you get onto it. And My Game runs out of ammo at the inopportune time. And Shunks is able to get away. So, chance gone begging There's Woods getting a knockdown onto externals with a revolver. He will finish off externals, and again, another very bad start for Team Immunity. They are split up at the moment, surrounding Roshawk, which has got Kingdom Gaming located within it. Taboo down over in Milter Power. Sif Gaming just on the outside of Milter, near pretty much farm. Fairy Pair outplayed Esports. And Gem Gaming, South Georgia Pool again. No one has gone crates. No one's gone North Georgia Pool yet. And no one's gone Severny because the last two rounds, the bloody plane path has been literally below Milter Power all the way across down to Primos. Like, it's just been so low. That hasn't stopped Auxiliaries Gaming, though, getting over to Yasnaya. But a very different circle this time around. Pachinki with, obviously, Rejects by themselves. So everyone quite spread out. Expecting things to slow down a little bit. Funky Monkeys, of course, in Lipovka. And on the outskirts of them, it's the Vanguard. Who's got Mansion and Prison and the surrounding compounds. Although Costanza has moved up here for Fury Australia over to the Blue Death House. So I think it was Duffy that didn't connect, unfortunately. And Fury's doing alright so far as well, so that's unfortunate, but you know, sometimes these things work out where you just have, you know, something bad happen like that, then it might actually work out well in the end. Who knows, you might just have a really, really good game for Fury Australia, and that has just crashed, hasn't it? Just as I went to do my slideshow thing. It has crashed. Yay. God damn it. You gotta be kidding me. Well, I'll chuck the scoreboard on while I quickly reconnect into the game. I mean, if it's gonna crash at any point, the looting phase is probably the one point I don't really care that it crashes, but I don't know why it crashed in the first place. I haven't got any dropped frames from OBS. That was a very random crash entirely. I mean, 11% CPU usage. Very strange. Again, I do apologize if casting is not quite the best today. As I've said throughout the cast tonight, still got a bit of a throat infection from Zimo. So not quite at my best. And I did have a couple people message me from the last game about sort of that situation I was talking about with, off the top of my head, was it Auxiliaries Gaming? It was the one with Python AU. I can remember that. And they were sort of just prone, and I was saying why they're not shooting. The reason why I was saying that is, A, I'm an idiot, and I should have explained first that I already knew what they were doing. I did explain that I knew what they were doing afterwards, that they were playing it safe. They had to deflate behind them. Obviously, if you don't shoot, you don't give away your position. Smart play. But the reason why I was saying what I was saying was that if you get those 2 kills, that's 14 points, and obviously they were standing significantly still. More still than usual, with no real cover. And of course, if you get those kills and you're going to have to move anyway, which obviously they had to move anyway, it's not the worst thing in the world to be aggressive and to rotate and to play like that and to sometimes move away from that safe gameplay that we generally see. Hello? Why have I got a black screen? Hello, PUBG. There we go. We're back, by the way. But yeah, so I thought I'd clear that up if anyone is still watching that was there for that incident and probably thought, what the hell is this guy talking about? Well, yeah. I'm not that dumb. I'm not the smartest tool in the shed at times. I don't claim to be the expert, but I thought I would explain that situation. Outplayed Esports moving in pretty early as they were down south, and so is Grim Gaming, who were from military base. They've moved up as well. They have been caught out by the Raging Knights, but should be able to get by it safely. There's that 3 times reticle again. That is just ugly. It's just hideous. Probably the next step, though, would be in terms of PUBG. Oh, great shot, though, from Cream PTC. Able to get that knockdown into red with a bit of help from Solo. Would be just being able to choose which reticle you want for which scope instead of just being able to change the color. That would be pretty cool. Possibly for the future, though. Athlamite. Trying to get some shots onto it. It's Merc. 57 alive, so we didn't really see... Or miss... Sorry, we didn't really miss much action. If any action, actually. We probably didn't miss anything. Some shots into... Holy shit! I love it! I love it! Unable to land any, though, onto holy shit. Have a quick bit of an update on Fury Australia. They were actually able to pick up a kill while we were away. Jackie was able to pick up 1 kill, so that's a nice start for the 3-man squad. Unfortunately, Duffy unable to connect in. He got cucked by PUBG. It is what it is. Luke Ultra. Last to arrive for Jam Gaming, as they're now located in Gatka Fields. And they're in a house that hasn't loaded yet. So we've gone 10 minutes. That's 10 minutes so far. We've only had the 7 deaths in total. I think we missed about 3 or 4 of them while we were away. Probably. What was that? White Dog getting knocked down, though, by Nutshot, and he gets finished off quite quickly. Nutshot did take some return damage, but he was able to survive, and he's got a med kit, 4 first aid kits anyway, so he's well and truly cleaned and ready to go and heal back up. So that's 1 down for Kingdom Gaming, who do have a kill through woods. They're a team that's been doing well. They're currently 6th position, and a team that, at least from what I've seen of them, that should be contending for first place in a tournament like this, in the Relegations tournament. So to lose a player early puts them at a deficit that they're going to have to bounce back from. Of course, they are in the circle. I think every team is in the circle now, except for Auxiliaries Gaming. Sharky has spotted Nutshot, but Nutshot's probably not going to poke his head up again and make the same mistake. There's the 6 times scope, which I do like the 6 times scope, by the way. I think it's a very, very nice scope. $55 alive. A little bit of a check-in with Mr. Jaws and Bong Sao. Looks like they do not have a vehicle. Always the worst when you don't have a vehicle. Ace Gun doesn't have a vehicle either. He might have a vehicle. Maybe they left him the vehicle. I don't see one, though, unless it hasn't loaded in along with everything else. No vehicle. That's a long run for Ace Gun, but luckily for him, the circle, or the blue zone's not too far away. We do get the next circle, though. Hard shifting down south over Pachinki with the Gatka Fields. And a very, very small section of the cliffs south of Pachinki. Long range shot from Solo there again. So Raging Knight still trying to put some pressure onto Outplayed Esports. Exclusive has spotted Sif Gaming. Has been a bit quiet themselves. Middle of the road, I guess you could say so far. Definitely going to be some very late rotations coming in from Auxiliaries Gaming, from Yasnaya. Some late rotations as well from Shunks and Shepez for the Funky Monkeys. And DJ Arnie for Vanguard. A little bit slow to come in as well. Lots of shots onto Nutshot. He's able to survive for now, at the very least. It's going to be a bit of a bumpy ride to wherever Immunity want to go. Striker's probably not too sure where he wants to go as well either. And if he goes into the banana houses here, he's got Funky Monkeys. Why did that go away? Oh, Ricky Sanchez, though, doesn't make any mistakes. He's able to clean up that kill. And the Funky Monkeys pick up their first kill. Team Immunity struggling again. Biggie J now knocked down. That's from Gadgets. And he's going to go over the hill to try and confirm this kill very quickly, and he will. With a bit of help from Dabali. Stealing it. So, pick up there for Rejects. And now he does spot Gadgets. Tough shots from here. Now Run Rage as well. Oh, big headshot from Run Rage. You always gotta love landing those headshots. He should be fine though. He's got DK close to him, so he'll be able to get revived. Blue zone, by the way, is moving in. It's moving in south. There was this missed package. That, for whatever reason, that was still parachuting on down. It was only just came down now. Very, very late care package. Kingdom Gaming just want to hold their position here instead of taking the shot. System with a knockdown onto Stray Kents with a frag grenade. And it looks like Nutshot now is the last alive for Team Immunity. Has found a bit of a safe haven southwest of the circle. And it's worked out well for him. It's a knockdown onto Fury. He's able to get revived though. Dead shot now, knocked down. Couple of engagements happening at the moment. Cryptic was able to finish off the kill on a dead shot. Australia Kents though was able to get a knockdown of the systems, but then Choose returns back to that one. Exclusive now, drops down. Did he spot Cryptic? System has been knocked down, but Exclusive's by himself at the moment for Torrent Esports. And he doesn't want to back away from this fight. Wants to take it on. Choose with a bit of a long flank out on the outside here. Live for BD and Cryptic still inside the red house. I don't think Choose knows exactly where Exclusive is. And System is going to be able to get revived, and he's got a first aid kit and some scopes on the floor as well. 49 alive, still all 16 teams. Choose is just going to hold his position. Circle moves again, hard shifting south again. Wow, we went from a circle that was basically like Roshawk area, has now shifted all the way down to the South Gatka fields of Pachinki. With the banana houses on the cliff. And a T intersection of the left side bridge. Either way, Exclusive is being wrapped and pounced upon now. It's only a matter of time. Cryptic is going to move in first, and he's going to get the knockdown finish kill. And the first team out of here is Torrents Esports. And a nice 4K for Sif Gaming. 50 seconds, by the way, for that blue zone. So a couple of teams already starting to move on in early. Gem Gaming putting pressure, I should say. Some shots in, but now they're going to get on their vehicles and make their way down south as well. It's like Mad Max. Everyone's just going down south. Nutshot's in the thick of it as well. 30 seconds for that blue zone, by the way. And he's just completely by himself here. In a nice little shack. Quick reminder again, and it's not 8 rounds tonight, otherwise we'd be here for a very long time, and a very, very long time. It's 4 rounds tonight, so it's round 3 of 4 tonight, but it's 8 in total for the relegations. It's Merc. Knocked down onto full chaos. Should be able to clean that one up nicely, and he does. So for veterans in pajamas. They're going to lose that one, but it's Gem Gaming pushing it onto Itzmerk. What can he do in this situation? Probably not a whole lot. Oh, Spaghetti doesn't realize he's there. One knockdown, second knockdown. It's not going to be a third, though. The reload for Itzmerk betrays him. Bouncy Butt saves the day for Gem Gaming. That would have been disastrous. It was a double knockdown. They didn't even realize Ola Spaghetti didn't check the corner. But they're lucky. And Bouncy Butts will finally put Itzmerk out of his misery. He was completely by himself. The rest of Grim Gaming, which is holy shit, it's Shaggles. Further south in the compounds, they're in a good position though, at least for their sake. Insight. From Vanguard, the 3 remaining for them. We're down to 41 alive, 14 teams. DK Game knocked down from Dynamite. Giselle pinned down. So is Shepez. Insight trying to make that 3x work at the moment. Kingdom Gaming with the double kill from Woods. Who's actually got a decent position here. Although Sharky knocked down from Insight. And he's going to get finished off as well. So Vanguard playing pretty well here in round number 3. Nutshot dice, that's 14th place for Team Immunity. And it really highlights the night that they're having at the moment. Woods with a knockdown onto Rabbit though. With a bit of help from Turkfish, able to confirm the kill. Fury AU though, from a distance. Skylops as well. Oh, sorry, Cyclops. I don't know why I said Skylops. That's a pretty cool name though. But Cyclops with that knockdown. And they've got them pinned down, the remaining members of Kingdom Gaming. As Taboo try and get their first kill. Uncry knocked down from Dusty. So Reject's in a bit of trouble, and Uncry is on pretty much the dead edge, shifting over to the left side now of the circle. It's great for Jam Gaming. They get a bit of luck this time. So does the Raging Knights, and they don't really need luck the way they've been going so far, but they get it anyway. Outplayed Esports, not quite getting the circle to go their way this time, but they do have 3 kills to their names. So putting in a decent shift here. 13 teams. We've had 3 wiped out so far. As Rafi knocked back down again. Literally as he just got up from the Raging Knights. Smoke's going to come out this time. And round 2 should be safe. I don't think they know exactly where that's coming from. Anyway, Edward here, though, does spot the rest of Outplayed Esports. He's just going to have to wait. No, never mind. Goes with the early shots. He is by himself. Full of the rejects. Just the 2 kills. One from Game and one from Debali. 3x on that car 98. Wasn't able to really do a whole lot there at the moment. He's got 10 seconds to start moving as well. So probably not the best idea to take those shots in this situation, considering he's going to have to move forward into Outplayed Esports. And now, as you can see by Death Lamite, he is completely aware of where Edward is, and he's going to finish him off. So that is why you don't take those shots. So any amount of time there, we might leave that. Insight with the knockdown onto Shepez on the long-range shot. Insight putting in a bit of work at the moment, as they've had the Funky Monkeys locked down for a little while now, using the vehicles as cover. Shepez, who literally dies. I get confused with the new UI, by the way. So I thought he got knocked down again, but it's the way that they've changed the death icon, which instead of it being like a skull or something, it's like they're falling over. It's really weird. Anyway, so what the hell? What is going on? Oh. Okay, so the US blows up doesn't mean I have to blow up. Jesus, get the shit out of me. Costanza, though, dying. So, still hanging around here, though, Fury Australia, to their credit. They had only had the 3 players in this game. Of course, not having Duffy. Fury. As we're on Fury Australia. How about that? And he's going to be able to get in the buggy and get away. 4 kills in total, 2 from Fury AU for veterans in pajamas. He spots Choose right in front of him. Doesn't elect to try and run him over or do anything crazy. Speaking of crazy, Woods and Twerkerfish. Whoops. That's one way to eliminate yourselves. Kingdom Gaming will want to take that one back, but they can't. And Fury ends up pretty much stopping right in front of Choose. I wonder if he saw him. Surely he saw him. I thought it was pretty obvious that he saw him, and then he sort of like moved away from him. Choose, they were able to get that kill. 6 in total for Sif Gaming, but he has been knocked down. Holy shit. It's actually holy shite, I guess. Yeah, I should probably say it correctly, shouldn't I? It's holy shite. Circle moving again. And it has favored Jam Gaming, so they definitely get some luck this time around. They pretty much get the outplayed esports treatment this game. 3 kills, 2 of those from Bouncy Bots, 1 from Traz. Trying to rotate around his non-reg. 4 kills here for outplayed esports, 2 of those from Dusty. And actually non-reg is just going to circle back. What is causing this? I'm not, like, I literally am not pressing anything or doing anything. It just elects to do that. It's really weird. Well, they're getting pushed on is actually I Love Spaghetti. Raging Knight, Solo B is going to get the knockdown quickly. You can have the circle go your way. But if you get pushed on, you've got to be able to fight back. And that's what Traz is trying to do now. Now he's going to push in and unfortunately knock down Solo B with a double knockdown and a double kill. AC Baby was knocked down. It just leaves Luke Ultra now. And Bouncy Butts for Jam Gaming. And of course, these are the only 2 compounds that are in the final circle that aren't shacks. AC Baby should be able to get revived here at the back. And he will. So Raging Knights, great little insertion there to take that compound. And now Bouncy Butts has been knocked down. That's from Raffy up on the hill from Outplayed Esports. And Luke Ultra will get that. But I believe that goes the helmet. Luckily, there's a motorcycle helmet for Bouncy Butts. He's got 2 more first aid kits after the use of that one. So, interesting to see if Raging Knights will want to push into the second banana house and try and confirm Jam Gaming. 8 teams remaining, by the way. 20 alive. So teams with all 4 members standing is just Raging Knights. And they've already got a 200-point gap over second place. And coming into this game, they can have another solid finish. They've already got 3 kills. They're going to be right out in front. Inside with another knockdown. He's picked up 3 kills now as the Funky Monkeys are eliminated. Vanguard doing very well in this game. Inside trying to steal those kills away from Auxiliaries Gaming. But they will confirm the kills onto Taboo. 5 kills in total. And we're down to final 6. Jackie, the last one, standing for Fury Australia. So 2 kills and decent placing for Fury Australia. All things considered, with only the 3 members, they've come out okay. They probably would have taken this sort of result. And boy, does that circle change things dramatically, especially for Raging Knights and Jam Gaming, the 2 remaining members of Jam Gaming. It favors Vanguard and Auxiliaries Gaming down on the south and on the west. And obviously for these 4 teams, I guess you could say all 4 teams up on the north side, they're going to have to move south and they only got 45 seconds. Ace Gun with a knockdown onto Insight though. You got the north battle and the south battle happening at the moment. The 3 kills for Raging Knights. Jackie, I wonder if he knows the position of Outplayed Esports. He is going to have to move. If I was Jackie, I'd start making my way down south, start rotating early. But he might want to look to try and get some kills. Let's see what he does. Tensai just trying to make some noise here, try and find position. He's got a great little rock here, but obviously such as the circle, there's teams north-south. At the moment, 5 seconds though. Blue zone is going to start moving in. So it's go time now. And it looks like go is, well, we're going to see from Outplay Esports. They're just going to go. They're going to get blown up. Non-Reg and Raffy say goodbye. Lights out. And Luke Ultra knocked down. Raging Knights continue to be aggressive. Jackie's just going to hold on in the blue zone. Bouncy Butt's going to hold the window. No, he's going to die. And there goes Jam Gaming. 4 teams remain. Jackie Snakety Snake into a top 4 position, has been spotted, finished off. We're into the final 3. Raging Knights have now picked up 8 kills, 5 in a matter of about 30 seconds. We've gone 28.5 minutes. We're in round 3. And now it's go time, moving on through. Raging Knights have got all 4 members still alive, 3 for the other 2 teams. They have been spotted though. Daxney, Tensine, Insight. Just trying to shoot into the smite, but of course they know they've also got Auxiliaries Gaming. So we've got a bit of a triangle here. West, north, and south. Fighting it off with Tensai in the middle. In between everybody. Whoa, what is going on? How did I end up over here? So 8 kills to 6 kills to 5 kills. With 10 alive. Only 60 bullets remaining as well for 10. Frag's going to come out. Might see if we can follow some of these. I think they're a little bit short. They are. See if he maybe adjusts on this next one if he's got another one to throw. I don't think he does. So a little bit short. Smart play though actually from Raging Knights to hold back a little bit from their cover of the vehicles. And now they're going to have to use them possibly if they're going to want to move in. Cream PTC with a knockdown onto Bongsao though. Helps them. They're on the dead edge of the circle. And again, they don't get the next circle to favor them. They're absolutely pinned down at the moment from Vanguard. We've got 1 minute. We'll get a bit of an overview snapshot of the situation here. And of course, it's just open fields. There are slight little defilades everywhere. And there's a crate that could also obviously be used for cover. I don't think there's anything in it. There isn't. But it could be used for cover. It's actually a really good position for cover. It's not in the circle, but it's very close by to the next circle. Obviously, Tensai directly in the middle of the circle and rotating now. It's going to be Raging Knights. Mr. Jaws. He's first to the scene. 30.5 minutes gone by now. 20 seconds for that blue zone. Vanguard happy to play this one a little bit more patiently as Raging Knights are going to continue to be aggressive. That's their mantra. That's their playstyle. It's what they like to do. That's over the knockdown onto Wasey, though. They're going to be able to find him, though. That's the question. Solo B has spotted him. The spray came out, but he wasn't able to connect at all, even slightly. So that's now 3 versus 3 versus 3 in this situation. And now Mr. Jaws is knocked down from Cream. Through the smoke from Solo B, using it for cover. Frag grenade with a knockdown onto Ace Gunners from Insight. I've definitely seen his name pop up a lot in the kill feed today. For Vanguard, another frag's going to come out. Let's give it the old follow. And it's not really going to do much. Just short. So close. Now can use the blown up UAS for cover. The blown up buggy can be used as cover as well, but it's not quite as effective. Definitely. Raging Knights might still be able to find a way to win this. They've won the first 2 rounds. Can they get 3 in a row? They got the kill onto Daxney, and that's going to be leaving Insight the last alive for Vanguard. He's in the circle though. He's in the zone. Ace Gun is also looking like he's going to be the moving in with Bong Sao, trying to get Mr. Jaws back up. And he is going to be able to. Look how close Insight is, though, to the rest of Raging Knights. He needs to get this kill on Solid Bed. Needs to just try and confirm the kill, probably, to confirm 7 points. And he doesn't. He goes for the knockdown. Greedy play. Could have confirmed 7 points. On to Solo B. We've seen that a little bit in these online leagues, where players go for the double knockdown or even the triple knockdown and try and wipe the whole squad rather than confirming the kill. Obviously, if you confirm the kill, he's probably going to die because he's not returning fire to the incoming fire that's about to ensue. Well aware of that, but at least you confirm 7 points. That's 7 points that has just stood back up now. 11 kills for Raging Knights, a top 2 finish. And they're going to further extend their lead here in the relegations, all but becoming complete and utter favourites to get into the invite division here for the ESU League. For Auxiliaries Gaming, though, they'd want to try and just pick up the chicken dinner here. So 3v3 in this scenario, and the circle's in favour for Auxiliaries. And the split comes out now from Raging Knights, though. They've sent Cream and AC Baby together with Solo B moving by himself, who did get noticed. He doesn't have any first aid kits, though. He's going to move in rather than using some bandages and stims. He spots Ace Guy, and that spray doesn't connect, though, and he gets finished down. Of course, he was already quite low. That just leaves AC Baby and the dream of a three-peat Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ESU OCE Relegations. The first day of Relegations, the first 4 games of Relegations. My name is Xenox, and you can see the scoreboard now updated with the round 3 results. And for the first time, Raging Knights don't come out in first place with the chicken dinner. They came in second, but the point differential is still 240 above Auxiliaries Gaming, who have now jumped up into second place. And that means it's a 300-point gap for Raging Knights to Outplayed Esports in third place, Veterans in Pajamas in fourth, and Vanguard in fifth. A nice little jump for them. They had a good performance, third place and 6 kills. Esports in sixth, Kingdom Gaming dropping to seventh with a bit of an average performance. But that middle of the pack is still pretty much anyone's game, probably all the way to about Rejects. Grim Gaming, Funky Monkeys, Aftermind, Team Immunity, though, all struggling heavily. And you might be able to hear in the background, it's because we're in game. That's right, already. We don't mess around here, the ESU League. Start the timer, we're into the 4th game, although I forgot to update the round logo. Let me do that. There we go, round 4. So again, quick reminder, although, you know, there might not be anyone new here, but if you are, we aren't playing all 8 games tonight. It is only the 4th. So this is the final map of the night, the final round of the night. And then, again, I believe it's on Friday that we will be doing the remaining 4. And it looks like Duffy's in. All 64 are in. So that's good to hear. I mean, Fury Australia, though, they actually did pretty decently, all things considered, with only the 3 players last game. That's put them now in 10th place, so they actually moved up the standings with that. And they're one of those teams that's sort of in the middle of the table. So they could do really well here. They might be able to end the night in top 6. And again, another lower south end plane path. And for Tyrants Esports, not going Novo this game, so no one goes Novo. Grim Gaming once again go military base. And if I do stop talking, it's because I probably muted and had to cough. It's kind of touched on tonight. No excuses though. Final game. Try and hype this one up, amp it up. Raging Knights, they're going to have another really big game. They've been very consistent, obviously, especially in terms of kills. Picking up 11 kills back-to-back. 8 kills in the first game as well. So, full credit to them. There's the circle. Oh, Jesus Christ! What is these circles tonight? Shanks with a knockdown and finishing kill onto Jackie, though. As I was talking about Fury Australia, they get run over. Oh, no, Jackie. Oh, that's horrible. Shanks wins the battle to the buggy. And he'll drive back. No, he's driving to crates possibly to go and loot. It's a bit of a lot more teams in Georgetown this time though. Aftermind, North Georgie, a little bit northwest Georgie, and then, a little bit northeast Georgie. We've got Kingdom Gaming and Paulio, the knockdown onto Australia Kent's. Long range distance knockdown on that with an early scar. He's only got 13 bullets left. I wonder if Deadshot might be able to make his way over to Australia and try and get that revive. It's risky, though. Very risky. So a little bit happening here early on. Team Immunity's got externals already south. Strikers in school. Biggie J in apartments. No one in Roshawk. But Watertown has got a couple of teams. Funky Monkeys and Veterans in Pajamas. Mansion again for Vanguard and Daxney and Prison with DJ Arnie. I keep saying military power. I don't know why. But Milter Power with Taboo, and Insight all the way down South Milter Power by himself, right away from the rest of his team, but he's in the circle, so it works out well. And what about Tyrants Esports usually going to Novo, who've elected to change that up this game? It would have been perfect for them. As Gadget's trying to make his way across the bridge early, is getting shot upon by System of Sif Gaming. He's able to get across, takes a little bit of damage to the UAS, but really not enough to to bother him. I think he took a couple of shots as well, about 10% of health or so. For Grim Gaming, this is good for them. Obviously in military by themselves. Rafi from Outplayed Esports has gone all the way down there as Australia Cancer's dead. Finally dies to Paulia. So yeah, that again, this is the first night of casting with this new UI for me. So the little man like falling over obviously represents the fact that he was downed, and then from that down state, he eventually perished. So, I mean, these are good updates in terms of the UI. I just wish they would shrink the resolution down a little bit for it, but we'll see. It's, you know, one step forward. Speaking of going forward, we're see getting pretty forward for Raging Knights to try and find a compound, possibly find a safe haven for the rest of his team to make their way. They were in Quarry, Primo, etc., so not a far distance for them to make their distance. For Australia with Costenza, mind game with Duffy. Duffy's in the game now, but unfortunately losing Jackie so early, they're essentially in the same situation they were in round 3, where they had 3 players. Well, they've pretty much got 3 players again. So, at least they know how to play with 3 players. Like, they figured that one out. Auxiliaries Gaming, though. Have a look at the champions of the last game. We got a little... Oh, we do have a little slideshow for them. Look at this. Look at this. Beautiful graphics. They were second in the Open Division Phase 1, and they're second right now on the scoreboard heading into this final round of the night. Halfway point of relegations. Looking pretty. They are sitting pretty, that's for sure. Oh, look at Team Immunity, who are not sitting pretty. They are struggling at the moment. Of course, they struggled in the Invite Division as well, and they unfortunately continue to struggle here in relegations. It hasn't even been close for them. But there is still time. If they can have a good performance here in round 4, they'll have 4 more rounds to make up for it on Friday. With Deadshot, obviously 3 members as well for Torrent Esports. The same situation as Fury Australia, with just the 3 left this game. It was 8th place for Torrent Esports in the Open Division for Phase 1. Not a bad effort on their end. And of course, Fury Australia, they were 9th, just below. So, not a slow start to these games. It's stock standard, I guess you could say. Cryptic, some shots onto Externals, who's in the boat. Nutshot's knocked down from Exclusive, though. Oh, and he's finished off. It was about 2,000 meters away from Externals, so they split up. We'll stay on this and just see if they're able to get the knockdown onto Externals, but that's not going to happen. He's able to get across nice and safely. So for Biggie J and Striker, they were pretty close by, so it looks like Exclusive possibly was the one who pushed up along with Fico. And they're able to get that kill. 300, 556 Exclusive. Share that around, buddy. Striker here in the vehicle of the veterans in pajamas, and Fury and Paulio driving on Blast School. So again, Team Immunity lose a player early on, so that's Team Immunity, Fury, and Tyrants all with 3. Everyone else with 4, and you can see the circle is starting to fill up with players as the blue zone starts to make its way in. Kingdom Gaming started very well tonight in the first 2 rounds. Has slipped a little bit, though, in round 3. A team that can do very well. Trust me. And we've seen it before with the Austin playtest and the Open Division. They were a team that was very strong. But they've got to back it up here in relegations where it matters. If they want to get into the Invite Division over in Primorsk, Raging Knights, the 3 members, of course, they had sent Wasey all the way south, and he's got System close by. Now, there will be buildings loading in, so I'm not sure if he knows exactly the situation there. Uncry blows up Traz. Jam Gaming, who are currently around mid-table after they performed a little bit better last game. It was better from Jam. From the Invite Division team. And then a bit of an accident there with AC Baby and Cream. And he'll be fine. He'll get back up. Although on the bridge, looks like player 4 and Fury, although it is going to be full chaos. Actually, never mind. And he's able to get the knockdown onto Giselle from behind him, who was on the motorbike. So a little bit easy to do that, but that's okay. They still got it. So for Fury, player 4 and Paulio, for the veterans in pajamas. A team that's been very strong so far tonight. I like the position here for rejects as well. Edward Uncry, DK Game and Dibali. Decent position on the south end. On the north end of Sosnovka Island. Still no one in Novo. Interestingly enough, considering its location on the circle, it may even still stay in the next play zone. Externals holding his current position by himself. It is a good position though. Just about dead center. I'm looking insight here from Vanguard, who had a good game in the last round. They have spotted veterans in pajamas. Paulio and Fury, who has behind them Auxiliaries Gaming, Ace Gun, and Mr. Jaws. Tensai and Dax are going to make their way to pick up Insight. And they're going to make the trip in. Still coming in all the way up north. A very late rotation coming out from Kingdom Gaming. They very much are happy to sit deep in the blue zone this game. Possibly looking for place in Fico and Co. in between Team Immunity. Oh boy. And it lands. And again, like, this is something for the people who don't realize, who've never had to spectate a game or never had, you used to not actually be able to click people when they were in vehicles from the map. And you can do that now, and it's just so lovely. The little things that are improving with PUBG over time. And there's a boat lovely as well for Pinky J. He's very happy with that situation, that there's a boat waiting for him to make the trip across shore, along with Striker, to go and meet up with externals. And the crew from Aftermind all making their way in slowly as well, past the Melted Power Cliffs. So we're going to get the next circle. Where's it going to shift to? They've got 2 minutes and 10 seconds to essentially get over military base. And outplayed esports. They had a great circle game in round 2, and they're going to possibly receive that again here, as they're at the communications tower hill. Military base has got Fury Australia, the 3 members, Duffy Mind Game and Costensa. It's also, of course, got Grim Gaming, who originated from the military base. And now look like they're making their way back into the military base. Cyclops, along with Minty. Just 1 minute and 20 seconds for that blue zone. And look at Kingdom Gaming. Wow, they are really taking their time here. They must have a lot of meds. I'm not sure exactly where they're going with this rotation. If they have to be coming south now, but I'm wondering if they're trying to go and find a boat. Either way, there's some shots here as Luke Ultra and Bouncy Butts have been pretty much forced upon. And they're both going to die as Costenza picks up those kills, but it was the push coming from Taboo as well. That's why Rum Rage has been knocked down. And now Fico finished off by 2. Deadshot will drown. 30 seconds for that blue zone. Down to 15 teams, and I believe it is Tyrants Esports who have been knocked out first. They have Not the best start for them, and not a great start either for Funky Monkeys. They've lost Shepez and Ricky Sanchez. Shunks and Giselle are just going to have to book it out of there and leave them behind and try and get some placing. They do have a kill already. But a good start for the Rejects. And they'll be up to 3 kills here once they confirm Ricky Sanchez. Blue Zone now commencing. Play area restricting. And Kingdom Gaming still have got to make their way onto Sosnovka Island. I think they're looking for a boat, but they're not going to find one probably around the cliffs here. And plenty of fuel, at least, in the UAZ. And plenty of meds as well, but they are going to get there very, very late. Of course, the Blue Zone, they're currently in the, the previous one, but now it is moving again. Lots of action, though, down here on the South Cliffs. It's full chaos with the holographic spots Vanguard and DJ Arnie and co. A little bit to his right, though, he does also have Aftermind in the boat coming on by. DJ Arnie, though, he's got 5 first aid kits to make that 4 now. He's also got an adrenaline syringe as the crate in the background starts to drop down. And finally, Ricky Sanchez will die. From the crashed aeroplane to the military base is Shunks and Giselle. They're going to hold on for the Funky Monkeys probably for as long as they can. And now Rejects start to push in a little bit here. Try and get closer to the action. They picked up 3 kills. And close by is Team Immunity, which of course now Striker and Biggie J has met up with externals. They did lose Notshot very, very early as Fury AU's been knocked down by Tensai over on the cliffs. Battle that's currently commenced. There's quite a few battles that's going to be happening at the moment as Holy Shit gets a knockdown. I'll never get sick of saying his name. Never. Team Immunity, though. We're going to get back to this. They're moving in onto Rejects. Striker pushing up. He spots Dabali. Isn't able to shoot straight away because of the deflate, but he probably doesn't realize how many players there are around this vicinity. Striker as well, very close. Dabali just popped up for a second. Takes quite a bit of damage. Let's get a bit of an overview. DK, though, spots right into externals. Can Uncry return fire? Needs to get the knockdown onto externals. And they get the finishing kill onto Striker as well. Dabali, that's a quick wipeout. How about that? Edward, Uncry, Dabali all knocked down in about 10 seconds. And Team Immunity pick up the 4K. And it just bugged out the UI as well. That's how brutal it was from Team Immunity. 1 minute and 30 seconds to get to this hard shifting circle. And Outplayed Esports get their second Fed Circle game of the night. And that's a hard feed considering where they are as well. I mean, no one's going to really be able to push in on them. Down south, you got Veterans in Pajamas, team number 3. Number 16 is Vanguard. And number 5, we've got Auxiliaries Gaming. 15 is Sif Gaming, just south of all of them. What just happened to the map? That was weird. And Kingdom Gaming finally make their way in. They're just north of the circle. I Love Spaghetti by himself for Jam Gaming, getting the rank tank on. Team Immunity just looting on up. With Biggie J and externals, the last 2 remaining for them. Now my UI is bugged. There we go. It's back. 14 teams, 46 alive. Some shots onto Woods and Twerkerfish. Those are coming from Outplayed Esports up in the tower. 30 seconds for the Blue Zone. Looks like they're going to get out pretty early here, Kingdom Gaming. The UIs. Oh, it's running away. Woods. It's running away. Down the hill. This is hilarious. Oh, he's given up. He's given up. Oh. It's hilarious. I mean, it's funny regardless, but the fact that he was chasing it, now he's stuck out in the middle of nowhere. Sharky with a good headshot, though. Back to the action onto non-reg, but again, none of this matters because he'll get a quick revive. He's got all the cover in the world. In a great location. The Blue Zone is now moving in. Aftermind down the bottom are going to obviously have to move in. Everyone else is pretty decent at the moment. Unity knocked down by Giselle as they're getting pushed up upon though by Taboo. Shunks. And Giselle, last 2 standing, of course. And why does that happen? It's new. It's a glitch, but Run Rage taking no damage and putting it all back onto Shunks. Giselle finished off as well. And for the Funky Monkeys, out of here in 14th place, and that's the second kill pickup for Taboo. They actually probably should have had, I think, 3 or 4, but they had a couple stolen from them. As Kingdom Gaming wanting the location of Outplayed Esports, and they will want to take that away from them for themselves. Some shots coming out from Python onto Vanguard's Tensai. Or Tensei. Just a little bit of lag in this game. We've gone 19 minutes in the final map of the night. 13 teams left, 43 alive on Sosnovka Island. Boy, I miss the 10 observer slots of Zimmo. I really do. You could literally catch everything. It was just me. I don't have... Oh, Sharky again! This guy's a beast. Definitely, if you aren't aware of Kingdom Gaming, Sharky's probably the... Without being unfair to the other players, but he's definitely stand out from whenever I've seen them. Able to land these shots. He's got the 8 times as well with the Kark. Blue Zone moving in. No kills though. He has spot. Deathlight, he gets another one. Another headshot. He's unable to finish them off though because of the location, but at least getting these knockdowns will put pressure onto Outplayed Esports, and any future knockdowns will result in quicker bleedouts. But no other real movement coming out from anyone else. I just want to stay on Sharky because I feel like he's just going to keep hitting these headshots. Surely he misses this one. He is human after all. On to Dusty, who's definitely putting his life in his own hands at the moment. And a hard shift. It still favors Outplayed Esports, but they are going to have to move because they're not going to get the next circle. There's no way. Sharky again. This time they take some damage back. And now, now he's taking some heavy damage. Doesn't want to get knocked down in this position because he's quite a distance away. Death Lamide, or Death Lamide. I'm going to have to ask him how he pronounces his name. I don't know if it's Death Lamide or Death Lamide, but big knockdown onto Sharky. That's going to stop a lot of incoming pressure onto Outplayed Esports, and it forces Twerkafish and Woods to go and get the revive. But the circle really doesn't disfavor a lot. It definitely disfavors Auxiliary Gaming. They're going to have to push up past Vanguard as well as Sif Gaming. Similar position. Aftermind down to bottom here with 0 kills. They're going to have to push up north, and they've got Raging Knights in their vicinity. No kills from the Raging Knights yet as Daxney gets a knockdown onto Chu. Out in the open. Return shot though from Cryptic. Beautiful timing. Definitely needed in that situation to at least stop some of the pressure from Vanguard. Insight with a knockdown onto Full Chaos though, as he was getting pushed up upon by Veterans in Pajamas who are in the shack. It's player 4 and Paulio still up, but they will get Full Chaos as the Blue Zone has started its encroachment onto the circle, and so has Auxiliaries Gaming started their encroachment behind Kingdom Gaming. So many gamings. Well, actually, there's 3, but still. Oh, there's actually 4. 4 gamings. There's 5. There's 5 for gamings out of 16. Shots coming out from obviously a lot of different areas all at once. Woods just gets absolutely lit up, obliterated, sent to the Shadow Realm, however you want to call it. He's out of here. Bongsao gets that kill. DJ Arnie with a knockdown onto Life BD. Vanguard definitely trying to put the pressure onto Sif Gaming here, make their life miserable to push on up. DJ Arnie though takes a lot of damage. If he gets knocked down, obviously Daxney's already knocked down as well. Forced to use his first aid kit. Chu with a wraparound. Is he going to be able to finish him off? He should. He very well should. A little bit quicker. He didn't spot him. He had the opportunity to lock that one up, but he spotted, I think, inside it. It might have just spooked him a little bit. Now he's holding onto the tree. He gets the spray, gets the knockdown, and he's got inside. Is able to duck. Smart duck from inside. But Tensai from behind, and he cleans up. Brilliant wraparound. But I think Tensai's knocked down, and he's out of here as well. Insight's going to risk it for a biscuit and try and get the revive into his teammates. Kingdom Gaming have split up. Outplayed Esports splitting up, knowing that they're going to have to move in the next circle. So might as well move now. Auxiliaries Gaming holding firm there. Team number 5, they got to 2 kills. DJ Arnie does perish. And I think Tensai's also going to perish, so is DJ Arnie. And Insight might perish as well here. He made the risky play of playing the team game and looking out for his teammates to get their revive. He does have 5 first aid kits. No real time to get those stims in play. I think he might be fine. I'm very, very tempted to just hold on to this. I think he should be fine. I don't want to call it just yet, but that blue zone has stopped in front of him, but it is going to start chunking pretty hard right here. He'll get in. He'll be fine. Sharky with another knockdown. This one's onto Raffy, though. And he gets the finishing kill as well to confirm that first kill for Kingdom Gaming. He knows where Dusty is behind the tree. 1 minute. It's quick. It's another hard... Never mind. Never mind. Outplayed Esports didn't have to move because they got the hard shift onto them. Another circle fed. And by the way, for the boys from Outplayed Esports, I'm not taking shots at you guys. I just find it hilarious, like, the feeding. Obviously, you can't control the circle. They can't control the circle, guys. It's not their fault. And obviously, it favors Kingdom Gaming as well. Up north, Externals and Biggie J with 4 kills for Team Immunity, putting in a good shift here, but there is still 12 teams alive. Behind them with the ranked tank is I Love Spaghetti. My throat is killing me. Group Gaming, 1 kill, it's Merc. It's actually really weird to say that. It's Merc is technically the way of saying it's Merc. 10 seconds for the blue zone. I ain't going to shut up with that. Dusty's still holding on here. It's got the smoke grenade coming out to provide some cover. Inside, of course, did make it in. He's down to 3 first aid kits, last standing. And I believe he just popped the adrenaline syringe, or did he just pop all 3 of his energy drinks? I think it might have been that. Oh, that snake's a little bit too slow in sight. Takes a little bit of damage. He's going to take even more damage here. I think he's taking some shots. No, what is he doing? Okay, I'm not going to question plays. I've already been told off tonight for questioning plays, but I really don't. Okay, he's just going to try and sit in the circle, in the blue zone. I guess he would get spotted from there, wouldn't he? But either way, you might as well push in. You're either going to die to the play zone or not. As Cyclops pushing up, has spotted its Merc though, trying to get these shots to land, but it is going to get stopped by the Defilade that's in front of it. It's Merc who got the knockdown onto Rum Rager with a bit of help, and they actually finished off Cyclops as well. So a big win there for Grim Gaming, taking out Taboo. Down to 9 teams, 21 alive. The rank tank for My Love Spaghetti, still solid, still strong. Cream, potato chips. Raging Knights having their worst game of the night, and this is going to provide some nice feelings for every other team. That gap should close after this game, unless Cream can pretty much rank tank to first place. 3 still standing for Grim Gaming after that exchange. They picked up the 4 kills in total. 5 in total now for the 5th number in Auxiliaries Gaming, and Insight did perish. Sharky will perish as well after he was knocked down from Biggie J, so Team Immunity standing strong thanks to Biggie J's performance. On-rage Dusty and Dathlamide, as Dusty has split up. So I guess playing both angles here, and surely they're not expecting the next circle, the hard shift top right. There's no way. There's no way. There's not. Okay. Finally, they're going to have to move. Twerkfish and White Dog are going to have to move as well. Beautiful circle, though, for Biggie J and Externals. Loving this. They do have Fury Australia behind them. Stands up with the 2 kills. And again, another game where Fury Australia have had 3 players essentially for 99% of the game. From, I mean, literally get-go. They lost Jackie. And in the last game, Duffy didn't even load in. And they're doing well. They're doing better with 3 players than they did with 4. Python has been spotted by White Dog and Twerkerfish. 30 seconds for that blue zone. Non-Rage and Diclamitis are both safe here. We've gone 27.5 minutes. Mind Game will find and finish off I Love Spaghetti. So 8th place for Jam Gaming. The rank tank does not continue for Jam. And again, another middle of the table finish. And they'll be middle of the table in the scoreboard after 4 rounds tonight. 3 kills now for Fury Australia. And again, they buck the trend. They buck the odds against them having just the 3 players. And they show that you can do well with 3. In the middle of this is Kingdom Gaming. As Deathlamite gets a knockdown on Ace Gun, trying to get that finishing kill. And he will. Confirms it. So the first kill for Outplayed Esports. And he knows where Mr. Jaws is as well. Dusty's just going for a bit of a road trip in the middle of the circles. No movement from Team Immunity. Not much of a movement from Fury Australia. And Grim Gaming, holy shit, just blows up Dusty. Holy shite. I keep saying holy shit, but it's holy shite. I apologize. I just get excited. 5 kills now as well for Grim Gaming. They did have a great circle, of course. They do drop in military. Cream gets absolutely shited on from Holy Shite. Python with a knockdown onto Twerker Fish. Gaming. Now, sorry, Kingdom Gaming. There's so many gamings. Has spotted Python though. White Dog needs to respond here. There's the player list. 2 alive for auxiliaries. 1 alive for Kingdom Gaming. 2 alive for Outplayed Esports. And then 3 for Grim. 2 for the Immunity and 3 for Fury. And down the hill, White Dog goes. So, final 5. Bongs out. Definitely can't climb up from that angle, but obviously for Dithlamide and Non-Reg, they're going to have to try and make their way down. And for them, it's not Fortnite. They can't just build some bridges and just bloody climb on down. It's out of thin air. Minute 10 seconds. And they're going to hard shift again to the left. Team Immunity, you're going to have to move. Fury Australia is going to have to move, and so is Grim Gaming. So we got a decent finish to this 4th and final map of the night for Relegations. And for Team Immunity, boy, are they happy to see this. They're dead last coming into this game with, like, what did they have? 30 points, I think? So, an improvement, to say the least. This will help them. Stands up. Close to Biggie J's sight line here. 30 seconds. No one actually in the circle. Biggie J is the closest, so is Costenza. Four teams still alive. Slow finish. No one really wants to make the first move, but it is going to be Grim Gaming's red. Oh, that's a flashbang. Non-Reg does die coming down the hill. Well, not die, but he gets knocked down. Dithla might actually get a knockdown onto externals. But is he going to even be able to come down the hill? That's the question. He just saw Non-Reg obviously slide on down. I assume he came down this path and probably just slid all the way. I'm not sure, but he is going to perish. Duffy now trying to push in. Knows where Biggie J is. BJ, though, knows where Costenza is. And Dithlamite does finally die. 3 teams, 6 alive. Duffy's going to push in, though, and Biggie J was holding the angle perfectly. Nice knockdown onto Duffy. Grim Gaming absolutely in love right now because no one's near them. Biggie J, of course, last alive for Team Immunity. Oh, through the smoke! And there goes Fury Australia in 3rd place. Credit to them. Of course, they only had the 3 members. But for Team Immunity, what a game from Biggie J. He has to get moving, though, forward. And for Grim Gaming, surely they've got this one sewn up. Red, Merc, holy shite. All still alive. They've picked up the 6 kills. They'll have 7 if they can get Biggie J. Might just hold on to Biggie's angle here. And I saw a nade come out, I think, as well. And we'll finish him off. Holy shite, we'll get the finishing kill. And the final map, or the final round of the game, goes to Grim Gaming. And they will pick up 7 kills, but a great performance from Biggie J. A standout solo performance with 6 in total. 1 from externals as well for Team Immunity. They get a bounce-back game to end the night and a little bit of confidence going into the final 4 games, which, again, I believe will be on Friday. I'll get final confirmation, obviously, just to confirm that. Next 4. So I take the screenshots. Now, of course, if you want to find out where everyone is located on the scoreboard, to be posted up on the Esports Underground website once it's all updated. And obviously with that update, you'll be able to see where everyone is located. Otherwise, we'll just be sitting here for like another, 10 minutes waiting. And I don't think people are going to wait. So, confirmed, it's going to be on Friday for the final 4 rounds of the relegations. This Friday, same time. And we will see which teams are really going to get into the invite division. Obviously, the Raging Knights have are in a pretty good spot right now. I will just pop it over to the scoreboard that was coming into this round. Now, Raging Knights didn't really have a great game this game, unfortunately. For their sake and for everyone else's sake, it's fortunately because they've been absolutely killing it. So, Team Immunity, of course, you can see they had 37 points. They finish off in second place with 7 kills, so they're going to pick up a whole bunch there. That's going to propel them up the rankings. And obviously for Grim Gaming, they were in 13th with 116. They pick up 7 kills in first place, so they're sitting pretty as well. That should put them into the top 10 very much, probably around top 7 even. But that's going to be it from me. My name's been Xenox. I apologize for any issues. I also apologize if I got any names wrong. If I did get your name wrong, send me a Discord message with the pronunciation, because of course I'll be back on Friday night and you'll all be back as well. So just, I'm always happy to improve and learn. And obviously I don't cast the open division games. So it means that for pretty much like 90% of these players, I haven't said their names before. So if I did get your name pronunciations wrong, I am going to ask a couple of you anyway. But if I did, I apologize. Send me a message and I'll make sure I correct that. I always want to, make sure I'm pronouncing the players' names right, because it's all about the players at the end of the day. But that's going to wrap it all up. Thank you for tuning in and watching. We'll be back Friday for the final 4 games. Until then, catch you guys later.
Watch this.